Welcome to the Chromatic Dragon Saga, kind of.
It's chromatic beyond the realms.
This, is it Chromatic Dragon Saga? Is it Beyond the Realms? Or is it hashtag we're doing it live? Welcome to the latest session of the Chromatic Dragon stream. Obviously, it's a little bit different today. A little off the cuff, a little bit of a sudden shift in the tone that we would normally do. First and foremost, hello. It's been almost 3 weeks since we've seen you on a Saturday. So hello out there to all the people joining us for today's stream. Sorry it took so long to see you. Life gets in the way sometimes. Things happen. Sometimes family visit that you didn't expect, and then other things happen. And the main part is we're here now. Hello, how are you? The lovely Jessica and Andrew could not be here today because of reasons, mainly slow internet and health issues. So we are doing something a bit different today. So I asked the lovely Ivy and Saf here from the Beyond the Realm stream to join us today as we do this very impromptu one-shot that I hobbled together in the last 45 minutes. But it's a one-shot that I've had on deck for a similar sort of circumstance that I'm really excited to run. It is a one-shot written by the fabulous team over at MCDM, Matt Colville's D&D company. It's a one-shot from the first issue of their Arcadia magazine. That's available to purchase through their Patreon, and their Arcadia magazine series is effing fabulous. This is not a paid ad or a sponsorship in any way. I just think it's a brilliant online magazine series with amazing information and one-shots and characters for DMs and subclasses and players alike. So if you're not caught on to that, do go out and check it out because it is amazing. So with all that out of the way, we're just going to fucking jump into it, everybody. So first off, we're just going to go around the table and have everyone kind of introduce themselves, introduce their characters, 3 of which will be from Chromatic Dragon Saga, I'm assuming. And Meryl, right? Are you still being your druid or no?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And we've got the players from Beyond the Realms are doing characters they've never played on stream before, I think. At least not on this channel. So let's just go off the top, and we'll start with Cheide.
Hello, everybody. I'm Cheide. If you know me from TikTok, you know me from TikTok. I will be playing a barbarian with a little bit of gladiator. His name is Arctreon the Hunter. He's a 7'9", 410-pound Leonin, and he's good friends with Apollo.
Slayer of blue dragonborns, befriender of female barbarian. And up next, we'll go to Apollo himself, Cole.
Hello, I'm Cole, Lightbox Gnome everywhere, and I play Apollo Chaos Jade, a dashing tabaxi rogue seeking adventure and very tall women. Anyway, back to you.
Thanks, Cole. What a great intro. Up next, we've got Meryl.
Hi, I'm Baby Meryl on all platforms. I am playing Amara, a druid Kalistar. She likes chaos, but in a good way, and also cute boys and animals.
Especially animals.
Especially animals.
Sometimes you like turning into giant spiders and freaking the fuck out of people. And with our lovely guest players, we'll start with Ivy.
Hi, I'm Ivy. I'm Gamer the Girl on all platforms. I'm playing Liraz today, which she appears female. She's a character I haven't played on stream, but I'm very excited to try her out. She is a cleric of the Death Domain, so it's going to be interesting.
Switching roles, switching classes.
Yeah,
that's normally played.
Normally I'm the druid. Normally I'm the spy that scares people.
It's very interesting to see everyone mix around, but we'll kick it off to our main cleric on BDR, Saf.
Hey, I'm Saf. I go by a clerical error 748 on all social media, and today I am playing Jed. It's super cool to be here. I'm a human paladin, and it's going to be righteous.
My dad's a big turtle in the sea, dude.
But yeah.
Amazing. And also, one final thing that I got to start remembering to say at the top of these streams, we're going to fucking Gen Con! For those of you that don't know, some way, somehow, I talked my way into DMing 3 games on the stage at Gen Con this year, and I'm not coming alone. All of the people you see here on today's one-shot will also be there during Gen Con weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's going to be an insane time. If you're a fan of any of these creators or any of the other creators that we have coming with us, please go check out all the info on the Dicecream Instagram. And I've got info on TikTok as well. We got the link in the bio if you want to grab tickets. All proceeds for the tickets are going to charity, so it is all for a good cause as well, which is always fantastic. Just I'm excited. But with all that out of the way, let's stretch the arms, crack the knuckles, and dive into tonight's very random one-shot titled, I don't even know the name because I just made this up. Titled Rally at Rashkar. So, as we begin our adventure, the sun is beating down like hellfire. There is not a cloud in the sky except for this blazoned orb of heat, fire, and light shining down on all 5 of you. You can hear the crunching of your war horses just driving into the hot sand underneath. A little bit of a slight breeze kind of pass by you every so often, alleviating the intense heat and humid air all around you. Beads of sweat just coming down from all parts of your bodies. Some of you a bit used to this kind of heat and dry weather. Others maybe have never ever been in this environment before. Who knows? But as the sun is beating down on you, the skin under your armor materials just radiant. The area in front of you, just vapor waves coming all around you, making slight mirages of mirrored pools in the background, but there is not water anywhere near your vicinity. As members of a certain adventuring guild, there was a call made out for a certain contract to be heard that was sent out by the mayor of a town called Rashkar here in this remote settlement. Rashkar is a small little town known as the Diamond of the Desert. This little hamlet is a crucial stop for travelers crossing this plain and the lone sliver of civilization for miles. There have been a bit of trouble of late as the mayor of this town, Dallas, was busy organizing an annual race that they do here in this little diamond in the desert that attracts mounted combat riders from all over to take part. It's kind of this long tradition that's been had in these sort of part of the world, and the amount of various beasts that kind of congregate to this land, it's almost like a rided mounted con of sorts, like its own little convention, where people who are very efficient with mounted combat come together, test their mettle for this legendary sort of game of capture the flag that takes place here. Many people come to kind of trade secrets about mounted combat, about the very exotic beasts that most people never get to see in a lifetime, kind of all congregate at this one event. But last year, something strange kind of happened. One of the champion riders fell ill and passed away not long after the last event happened. not too long ago, as they were preparing for the rally's sort of event, setting up their racetrack in the town, many riders coming to train and get ready for the event, strange things started to happen. There were rumors of people seeing skeletons riding undead horses way off in the outskirts of the town where riders were trying to train and constantly being thwarted and driven back into the town itself. Not many people believed them at first, as being this desert plain, mirages, tricks of the mind can kind of happen. But when people started seeing a person on fire riding a horse also wreathed in flame, people started to take note. And they need help, as this event is one of the only meaningful large amounts of income that this small little town gets to make, and could be kind of the light switch on or off for all of its citizens inside. So with that, you were called upon a duty. Sizable reward, about 100 gold each to help them out. A few skeletons shouldn't be much for your mettle. You've all been in much worse situations. But as you're traveling down an ever long plain of sand, Ivy, would you like to tell me what your character looks like and what your mount, your warhorse, looks like?
Yes, absolutely. So Lyra's is a 5'9" feminine individual who is an elf. They have pointed ears. Their hair is currently back and braided since it's so hot. They wanted it up. They're 5'9". They're very broad shouldered, and they normally wear black and silvers, a choice that she is currently regretting, as it is very hot out and it is not helping. Her warhorse is of a similar color of black shading that matches her aesthetic and her outfit. Also feeling really bad for him at the same time. But
All
her
right.
hair is black, her eyes are gray.
Perfect. And then we'll go over to Aiden. What do you currently look like, and what does your mounted horse look like?
I am a 7'9", 410-pound Leonin, your average looking lion. I adorn large shoulder plates, spiked. I have the leather straps. I sport a leather gladiator's kilt with that maroon red color underneath. My favorite weapon is my axes. I love my axes. And I adorn 3 scratch marks that just pass over my eye. Eye seems to work just fine. My war horse is a Clydesdale, one of the world's largest horses, mostly known for carrying carriages, but never typically ridden, but I need a little bit larger of a horse. And he's your standard looking Clydesdale. He's brown, has big white hooves and like the long fur around the ankles. And yeah, he's just a big old horse.
Perfect. And we'll move on to Meryl. What does your character look like, and what does your horse currently look like?
So Amara has like a light, flowy dress, kind of for the summertime and the heat. So she's unbothered by this very hot location. She's riding a very beautiful Palomino horse. It's beige and creamy colored, and she's just having a good time.
Perfect.
She looks very small though on this horse, because she's a very small person.
As your feet just kind of dangling like a foot off the saddle, just
Yes.
perfect. And Apollo, what does your character currently look like, and what does your horse look like?
As Apollo moseys on down the path, he adorns his usual very wide-brimmed black hat with a purple feather coming off the side. He has a black vest on and black chaps, and he rides a pure white stallion by the name of Escobar.
I hate you.
This cocky tabaxi rogue is very bothered by this very hot surroundings. His black fur has a wet sheen to it as he seems to be sweating constantly, and his red eyes seem very drowsy. He does not seem like a happy kitty.
Perfect. As you're kind of walking through, your white stallion horse has like a lot of mud kind of around the bottom of the hooves, so the white kind of connected to the angles are fairly dark and brown, but the rest of it gleaming in the sunshine. Very stark contrast to your black tabaxi fur to the white hair of your stallion. But you just see Apollo kind of just trying to hide from the shade. It's just seeming there's water dripping down the side, leaving a bit of a hot trail as your stallion moves forward. Beads of sweat kind of fall down your leg, and moisture and air kind of rise up, instantly evaporating the water. And lastly, Jed, what do you look like, and what does your horse look like?
Yeah, so Jed is kind of like, if you know who Young Gravy is, he essentially looks like Young Gravy, but he's always in a Whole Foods kind of concept. That's what I modeled him after. He's 6'1", he's got sandy, long blonde hair in this Surfer Boy-esque style. He's got like olive skin, he's well tanned, and he's like 6'1". I can't remember if I said that already. And yeah, he's riding a white horse, and it's a big one. And that's it. He's got a gleaming armor and a great sword, and he's happy to be here. Not a thought behind those eyes.
Perfect. So as you're all traversing through the hot desert sand, it's getting on to about hour 3. Again, this town is small. It's called the Diamond of the Desert for a reason. You're starting to wonder if you're gonna make it there in time. Like, you've got a good path, you had a good bearing before you set out into the desert, but now going on hour 3, you should have been there by now. As you're kind of looking around, the vapor waves are just intense, you just see endless horizon. What would you all like to do? You can converse with each other or take a course of action.
Oh, we're together?
Yep.
You were all currently traveling together.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This place sucks. I don't like it. It's hot. Why did we decide to come here?
I don't know about you, but I just decided to take a job.
I wish there was more water. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind the sand as much, but the water would be great. I would love that. I'm Jed, by the way. And he like tries to shake. He tries to shake people's hands, but you're way too far to be shaking hands.
Yeah, you all might have met each other a couple times through the guild. That's completely up to you. But you all kind of met for the meeting place at a town just outside the desert, which was kind of the call kind of entailed, and then you all kind of started coming together. So you haven't known each other that long.
It still stands. He still reintroduces himself. He remembers you.
Nice to meet you, Jed. And Apollo reaches out and once again does not make contact with the hand and just feigns shaking a hand.
Oh, yeah, I like that energy. Yeah, amazing.
I'm going to like you. You are a radical, bro.
Oh, yeah. That's what I like to hear. And again, it's like this is what's happening because they're not close enough to do it. But he also extends a fist as well. Amazing. Yeah,
I just grab a small piece of fruit out of my bag and just huck it at Apollo's head. No.
Can I try and catch it? I want to just
make a attack roll against straight dex.
Uh, 15.
Oh, I have to. Okay.
Yeah, you make an attack roll. Ark.
12.
So yeah, you hurl it at him, and he's just able to.
What is it?
It's I know plum. It's a plum. I've been.
No, I hate these, and I throw it back. You're making this worse for me.
You complain too much. It's not that hard.
You complain too little.
The whole time, Amara is just looking back and forth between Archeon and Jed, like, who's stronger? Who's cuter? Just thinking to herself, like,
Maybe this is doing the same thing, but not for that reason. Lyra's is like, how did I get stuck here? How did I?
We both have blonde hair. We're wearing armor. We both have nice teeth.
Third thing you notice.
Third thing I notice.
Those teeth are rather interesting.
No, I'm not saying this. I'm just listening. Okay. It's fine. Hey, look. There's a bridge.
I'm gonna look around like I don't see anything.
So actually, just looking around you, again, it's kind of like endless horizon, and there's kind of vapor waves around. If anyone would like to, make a perception check or a nature check to see if you can kind of see which direction looks plausible, looking through those intense heat vapor waves and trying to find any semblance of a landmark.
I am going to make a perception check.
I also did perception. I got a 23.
23.
I got hold on.
Is that actually water?
20.
Or is that just like vapor waves on the map?
So we'll get to that.
I got a 24.
Okay.
Ooh,
I got 18 on nature.
I got a 2.
a 1.
I think we should go back the way we came.
Look, I know you're
Yeah,
hot. I'm also hot,
absolutely.
but we can't.
Yeah, no, I
It's
think we should
further
go
than
back.
that.
Apollo's got the idea.
No, it's farther to go backwards.
Can't turn
Oh.
back now. We're almost there.
But you start kind of traversing forward a bit more. Who got the highest? I think it was Amara, 23?
Yeah, I did.
24. We were
23,
close.
24.
Yeah.
So the two of you kind of makes it out first as you're kind of traversing around. The three of them behind you kind of talking amongst themselves, trying to convince Apollo not to turn back around. You look through, and through the intense vapor waves, you start to make out this darker shade of brown that's starting to stand out amongst the light shade of the sand. And you start to see this image of the start of a bridge kind of starting to appear, seeing two dark wood sort of posts and a little bit of a dark paneled wood path going across. And as you're kind of getting closer, you're kind of looking around as this sort of dark line kind of emanates from the wooden bridge of sorts. As the mirage kind of comes closer and closer to what you thought was maybe a mirage, starts to dissipate as this physical sort of landmark comes more into shape. And that black line starts to appear across the horizon. You start to see a shimmer of blue start to appear, which is very strange. But from what the guild had told you, this landmark and this little mini sort of oasis river signals to you the sort of outskirts lining of the town of Rashkar.
Does the bridge look relatively safe?
Make an investigation check.
Oh
Shall I also take a gander at the bridge?
A gander at the bridge.
A 3. Up.
3.
Look,
Okay.
at this distance, Apollo, the vapor waves are still a little bit prominent. Like, you see the image of the bridge, but it's still kind of like shimmering in the distance, so it's hard to get a good bead on the detail. But Archtron, you wanted to make a second one?
I'll just in case.
Okay.
And it's
Gander at the bridge is my favorite rock band.
+1.
Boo.
Don't judge me.
What was that?
15.
15.
15.
So yeah, so as you kind of look over, you notice the bridge coming up and getting a bit closer to it. It's about a 15-foot drop underneath, so not like a gorge or anything like that. A little bit steep, but looking at the bridge itself, it does look a little rickety. It's obviously been out here for a very, very long time, but looks like it would be fine to pass through. Just be a bit careful, you know?
Okay.
But as you kind of get closer, you see that, all of you now see that kind of in your purview, signifying that you've reached the outskirts of Rashkar.
Hey, aren't you glad you didn't turn around? It would have been such a long trip.
I want to go swimming.
I was gonna say, I feel like Jed makes eye contact with Apollo and is like,
Okay, you make this cool. I like you, Jet. I like you, Jet. How?
he nods.
Instant kinship. How far is
Apollo, I want to go swimming.
What?
I want to go swimming.
Down there?
Yes.
No.
Jed's eyes
How far
light
down
up.
is it? How far down is it?
15 feet.
Oh, just 50.
Oh,
You want me
that's a
to,
mistake.
Amara.
You want me to throw you?
Amara, how long ago did you eat?
I'm always eating.
Oh,
You want some snacks?
no, you can't,
Okay.
You can't get a cramp while you're swimming.
Do you have any rabbit?
Did you bring your water wings?
What?
Jed is like halfway off his horse and then realizes we've decided against swimming, and he's like, "Oh, we're not doing that." Yeah, no, I would. Yeah, totally.
I want to
You
go
and
with
me
the pretty
later,
boy.
Jed.
Oh my god, you think I'm pretty? That's really nice of you.
I'm just gonna go across the bridge.
I'm also going to go across the bridge. Seeing
I'll
him.
have everyone roll a quick perception check, please.
Okay. 22.
22.
6.
17.
7.
23.
Oh,
Great. So most of you start to hear, off in the distance, near the bridge, you start to hear a few scuffled voices. Looking around you, trying to see where these voices are coming from. You look on the other edge of the bridge as this sort of kipped up wind comes through with a bit of not a sandstorm, but like a bit of a sand cloud kind of blocking your visage as these shapes of these sort of shadows start to emanate on the other side of this sort of sand cloud. And as it kips up and gets away, you see a female orc huddled around a male hobgoblin with just a long sword. Get away! And these three entities circling around these two, kipping up the sand around them. And as the wind kind of starts to dissipate and as you get closer, you start to see 3 of them. 3 mounted skeletons on horseback, slinging and slashing at these 2 entities. What would you like to do?
Booking it.
I'm going right in.
Orc woman, you say? I'm there. Go.
I would also probably go as well.
Yep.
All right, everyone racing across the bridge. Give me a order, a lineup order. So who's going first, second, third, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I would say because Ark started to pass first, followed by Lyras. I would say I probably got 3rd place.
Probably
Well,
fourth.
who were the 2 lowest? It was Archeon that got a low perception. I think Apollo did, correct?
However, they did go across the bridge first.
That's true. Okay, so line yourselves up as you are starting to race across the bridge there.
Okay. I second. Wow.
I'm coming, Orc woman. Someone found my way to the front.
It's the passion.
So I assume all of you just racing across the bridge. I need everyone to make a dexterity save.
I hate that. This is entrapment.
I knew it.
This is entrapment.
Oh, natural 20. Who am
nice.
I?
Natural 20.
Yes, oh my god, the bros rise again.
Jed, you and me. I knew it.
Yeah.
13,
18.
18, 15. You all make it as you all start jetting across the wicked lickety bridge. Some of the boards underneath kind of sort of not break, but kind of wince and flip up. Like a nail kind of came up as your heavy horses all ride across, but none of you have a hoof that goes down or fall down to the bottom. You all start to make it across. And as the skeletons kind of riding around these, they start to see you as you're starting to come up in the clear desert horizon. I need you all to roll initiative, mother effers.
Woo! Oh,
Ivy, I am now not broken as Jed. I got another natural 20.
Hey!
so it's just Ramira. Damn it.
Oh, it glitched so hard.
I said it's just Ramira. It's just when you play
No,
Ramira.
literally, for the uninitiated, I can't roll above 10 typically, so this is a great night for me.
This is a really good night for you.
Jed is powerful.
He is.
I think it's just the bro. Like, it's just like the hype Jed's giving.
All right, everyone. So 20 to 15.
23.
19.
15 to 10.
Seth, you said you got an natural 20,
13.
right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a natural 20.
Oh, Jed with the nat 20.
My second place.
Sorry.
And Liraz and Amara, what did you get?
13.
8?
Ooh. 8. Okay. So let's get this initiative in place.
This surfer music, though.
I know, right?
I'm loving it.
Okay. Da-da-da.
Fantasy Mad Max who? I forgot what they're named, but they're all named after like virtues. Charity where? I don't know.
Millhouse
We
who?
don't know her here.
Let's go, Escobar.
Okay. So, also for everyone watching, this awesome one-shot, Rally at Rashkar, has a whole set of rules for mounted combat. So there will be certain mechanics that our players here will be using for their mounted combat that maybe isn't traditional 5e, which I don't really think there's much about mounted combat currently. I think some new stuff's coming out. So you may see things kind of take place that is a bit different, but very, very fun. So just putting that prompt there. Okay. So going off the top of the initiative, Apollo, riding your glinting white stallion. You see the 3 skeletons riding their undead mounts. What would you like to do? Remember, you can take your normal bonus actions as a PC. Riding your mount, you can use your bonus action to enact one of the mount's main actions.
What about the mount's movement?
You can use the mount's bonus action for like dash, all that stuff.
Okay, so with the mount's 60 feet of movement, you can get up to here, about. Is there, how big are, it's Orc-Woman and Hobgoblin that are in trouble?
Yes.
How big are they?
The Hobgoblin and the Orc Woman?
Could the Orc-Woman fit on my horse?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The Orc Woman is of normal size. The Hobgoblin's a bit on the shorter side.
Could I... Okay, so my horse can dash, and it costs the horse's bonus action, which is my bonus action as well, to elicit.
Yeah, so you're using your bonus action to elicit one of its actions.
So I'm gonna... I'm using its dash action as my bonus action.
Okay.
And instead of going straight up to the skeleton, I'm gonna kind of loop around and just shout to the Orc Woman, completely ignoring the Hobgoblin. Get on! We'll get out of here! Come with me!
Come with me if you want to live. Okay, so you want to try to get the Hobgoblin or the Orc Woman on your back of
The
your
Orc
horse?
Woman. 100%.
Okay. So how about you make me a strength check to see if you can sort of pull up the Orc Woman onto the back of your horse, and I'll have her make a dex check to see if she can grab your hand.
Okay.
Oh!
Doesn't even slap the hand.
So here's the thing. Were you trying to ride past and kip her up on the back, or did you ride, stop, and say, come up here?
I probably rode up and then I wanted to turn the horse around and then be stop and have that shining moment with the sun.
Are you trying to Fast and Furious your horse to like drift into the Orc Woman there?
Of course I am.
All right.
I've got to impress her.
But with that nat one, that failure, you come with me, my more. The Orc Woman with this sort of rusted short sword trying to stave off these skeletons. I'm not leaving my friend here. They come too.
Fine. And I'm just gonna take out. Actually, I'm gonna take out my rapier and just charge this dude, this skeleton, just full on.
Okay, so that was we got your action to try to initiate them pulling up. So unfortunately, that was your action to do so.
Fine. And I will just kind of prepare myself for protecting.
Okay, standing
What's
there
important
next to them, no problem. All right, up next, Jed.
Okay, so just to be clear, I can use my movement, and then as a bonus action, I can use dash for the horse as well, question mark?
So
Because that was like in one of the listed items that I got.
Yeah. So using to dash would normally be an action, so you're using your bonus action to elicit the action of the mount. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so I can use my movement and the bonus action to dash.
For dash.
Fantastic. I love that for me. I'm going to go ahead and move my happy self betwixt these two folks here. Right, just to confirm, this is the two people were like, don't worry, friend. Okay.
I will put little marks on the baddies here.
Okay, thank you so much. So he's like, oh, righteous Apollo, yeah, as he rides on as well. No worries, my guys, as like he pulls up on these perhaps allies. And then from there, he's gonna just position the horse in between the supposed baddies and our new friends. And that's pretty much... I'm gonna give him a warning stomp, you know what I'm saying? On red right here.
So you said you use your bonus action for a dash for the horse, so the horse can't do any more things.
Oh, okay, so I will pull out my sword then and just hold it between us, because Jed's not gonna lop off anybody's faces just
It's up
yet.
to you. You still have an action as your PC, so if you wanted to attack, you were able to do so.
Can I swipe my sword to give us some move, or what is that called? Some space in between us? So he would take out his sword, brandish it, and then snatch it right in between him. So now he's put the horse in between him and the other people. He would be like, whoa, my guys, be cool, be cool. It's hot outside, but be cool, my man. And kind of just give a warning to push them.
So you want to try to push them 5 feet back kind of thing?
Yeah, I want to ward
How
them
about
off.
this? Make an attack roll to see if you'll hit one of the skeletons.
Sure.
And then I'll have you make an intimidation check against the skeleton's insight.
Okay.
To see if you can
Nice.
intimidate it to make that
Whoa,
happen.
skellies. That's a 19 plus something.
That'll hit. Which skeleton? The red dot?
Yeah, the red dot.
Okay, so
So
you do
23.
hit. So roll intimidation check really quick.
Okay. I don't know if my man's intimidating. It's a 13.
Oh,
No, that's a lie. That's a 14.
Meets or beats, I also rolled a 14.
Yes.
So as you kind of go hey guys, why don't we all just chill out for a second, bro? No big deal. You start waving in front of the skeleton. They start rearing back this skeleton mount that has half its skin sort of still hanging on and dried and kind of flaking in the sun. Starts to rear back as you guys just come out of the desert sort of cloud that picked up and suddenly are here, surprising them a little bit as well. So this guy will go back 5 feet.
Nice.
So as that happens, we come to Arctreon.
Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna pop the bonus action to dash with the horse. So I can get a little bit closer. So I can move. I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
And I am...
Oh, sorry, Saf, what was your damage from the hit?
Oh, that's such a great question. I didn't realize that I was going to do damage because
You didn't want to hit him. You didn't want to do damage, correct?
Wait, they're skeletons, though? They're not people, right?
They're skeletons.
Okay,
They're
my
evil-looking
bad.
skeletons.
I thought in my brain for some reason that they were people. I'm so sorry. No, he would for sure just stab those guys.
Okay, so just roll me that damage really quick.
Okay. It is 10 points of slashing damage.
So yeah, when you did that sort of warning shot, you may not have meant to hit him too hard, but their brittle bones just slash up a bunch of ribs and sort of a big
Nice.
chunk of the center cavity of the chest rattles and falls off, and that's the reason why they reared back and backed off.
He just gives like a little thumbs up to Apollo, like, get your girl, man.
Okay, Archer, sorry. So back to you. So
yeah, you're here, and I'm gonna swing the Warhammer.
Okay, so hitting the one that that Jed already injured.
22 to hit.
Ooh, that'll hit. Roll damage.
Let's go bludgeoning. 8. As you see parts of that rib cage and other bones clatter to the ground as it rears back, it kind of backs up into you as you rush forward. As it's kind of turning around, you just boom, home run. Top half of it just smashes into a million pieces, scattering across the sand floor, and it is gonzo. Bye-bye.
All right. Up next, we have Amara.
Okay. I'll just come over here.
All
And
right,
then I'm gonna produce flame and attack the skelly that's closest to Jed.
this one here.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh god. 8.
Unfortunately, does not hit as you come running forward. Your little legs blunk, 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 just sort of smacking against the saddle. You get your produced flame going as you're about to sort of hurl a flame. Half of that skeleton body just kind of hits you from the side. You hit it back, hit it sort of off to the side as bones kind of smack into you, and you miss kind of wide.
Okay, I'm just gonna scream at him, "Don't touch him, you smelly boy! I swear if you touch a hair on his beautiful head, I'll kill you!"
All right. After that, we come to Liraz.
Cool. There's, let's see, hold on. Let me look real quick at this lovely map that you have so graciously given
Excuse
us.
me for 2 seconds.
No problem.
Okay, so there's 2 left?
There's 2 left.
Okay, cool. I am going to take my horse's movement and go right about here for this one right here.
Okay.
And then from my back, I'm just gonna reach back and pull out a large warhammer and swing for the head.
All right. Make your attack.
So that's gonna hit. That's a 19.
19 will hit. Roll damage.
Cool. That is going to be cool. That is going to be 1d10. 1d10 worth of damage. That is 7 points of damage. And it's bludgeoning.
7 points. Where's my calculator? Okay. So yeah, you go in with your hammer. Bunch of ribs kind of smatter off to the side, and a part of the backbones over here, their shoulder blades, just cave in. One of it has one hand kind of on the reins and swinging with the sword. Suddenly, that one arm just falls down as half of it just gets smashed by your big swing with the hammer.
I think as Lyra swings it, she'll just say, "Come on, all things must die at some point or another," and
smatters all across the desert floor, but still standing.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope. I'm gonna hold ground there.
Okay. After that is the 2 skeletons' turn. As you go and sort of going for that swing, it just swings back at you with its own sword attack. Short sword. Huh, it's a 19 to hit.
Oh.
Wait, turn 2?
And that's going to be 6 points of piercing damage
To me.
Okay.
for you.
Okay, cool. 6.
And
You said
then-
6 points. Kevin.
6, correct.
Cool. Okay.
And its little skeleton buddy, seeing Apollo kind of close to their target, it's going to make a short bow attack against you, Apollo.
Rude.
Jesus. 21 to hit.
That does in fact hit.
Hits and goes through.
Yeah.
So that'll be 5 points of piercing damage.
I'm looking hurt, guys.
With an arrow kind of slings by, you're like, come on, get in here if you want to live. Just scream out loud as the orc woman protecting the hobgoblin just sort of is kind of frightened by your response and is just looking all around as this sudden party of people on mounts sort of rush through. But that'll be their turn to come to the top with Apollo currently with an arrow stuck in his chest.
It's cool. It's cool to have these.
What out?
Question. I have 50 feet of rope. Can I fashion a lasso? And I would like to try and like pull my way around here, and I want to like throw a lasso around the yellow skeleton and rip him off his horse.
I will say bonus action to kind of pull it out and whip, like tie it up. How about this? Make an attack roll to see if you can throw and wrap it around him. If it hits his AC, and we'll do it that way.
Is it just a straight roll?
Yeah, there's no stats for rope, so it'll just be straight roll.
19?
19 will hit. So I will now have we'll make a contested strength against Dex to see if you can winch it.
Not Dex against Dex?
Now, how about throw the rope to me? Throw the rope to me.
Unfortunately not. This is you trying to like cinch it around and hold it taut to make them restrained.
Okay. Just
I'm
straight.
giving you a lot here, but there's got to be some way that I can slip out of it.
11?
11 strength?
It's plus 0, so yes.
I got 11 as well.
Oh my god.
Meets or beats. So you switch around the skeleton with a short bow, about to knock another arrow, and you wrap it around, and that sucker is restrained.
Can I yank it? Can I like use the rest of my horse's movement to just go and like bring him with me?
We've done a lot of checks already. I think you have more movement left.
I only did so I only used 15 feet movement.
If you move, you will knock it off the mount.
I would like to do that. And I'm just going to tip my hat to the orc lady and come on, Escobar, let's go. Just
Underlay.
So you're at about 5 feet between you, so you got him around there. I am going to roll initiative for the warhorse. Now that it does not have a driver, we'll roll initiative and join the battle. As all of the mounts do in fact have their own HP, everybody.
Are they skeletal mounts or are they just regular horses?
Yeah.
They're skeletal mounts.
Yeah.
Are we able to make them our skeletal mounts?
I would like to second that question.
I mean, you can certainly try.
Okay.
It's not a no.
The druid and the death cleric. Can we have the skeleton horses?
Perfect combination.
It is. You're right. I want it now.
Ivy is a collector of things in all of her
I am
games.
a collector of gothy things and also bards.
You know what? That's fair. That's
and
fair.
also bards.
With horns.
Anything with horns.
This is becoming a long list. You should just say you're a collector.
You know what? You're right. Well, Fiend's the collector. I have certain things I like,
Okay.
as in bards and tieflings.
All right, so I've rolled initiative for the warhorse. Now has no driver on it. As you knock it off its warhorse and drag it to the sand, this sort of wave, the sand cloud kind of kips up as you're dragging it through the sands. I'll be back, my love! As the skeleton's just moving back and forth, coming out of being restrained. So good job there. Anything else?
That's everything. That's everything I got.
Okay. After you, we come to Jed. You see Apollo take a lasso out and yank one of the skeletons off the mount.
Awesome. He's like, oh, righteous, like under his breath. And then as the horse's bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and use the stomp action, which is +4 to hit. Oh, son of a heck. That's 11 plus is it plus my proficiency bonus? Because it says plus B or PB.
Plus proficiency bonus, correct.
Okay. So then that would be +2. So that puts me at a 12. No, 14. Sorry, 14.
What attack are you using?
The combat stomp for the warhorse.
Combat stomp. So it was a 12. Unfortunately, 12 does
Plus my
miss.
proficiency bonus is a 14.
Oh, that hits. Are you attacking the mount or the ride?
Oh, that's
Sorry,
sad.
the mount
Horse
or the
against
skeleton.
horse action. I guess the mount against the mounts.
So they're gonna hit their horse. Okay, roll
Yeah.
damage. As you kind of
Okay.
rear your horse over, it sort of rears up and starts to kip up with its iron hooves.
Pretty good. Okay, so that's going to be 11 points of damage.
As your mount kips up, you see the skeletal head of the mount disconnect, falls right off the horse, and falls down. The rider falls off
Sorry.
the horse as the skeletal horse just smashed into a million pieces as your horse kicks off its head.
Jed feels real bad about that, and he goes, "Oh, my man, I'm so sorry."
And as the skeleton biffs it and rolls in the sand, gets up and starts running towards you.
You, I feel less bad for. You're not bona fide. And then he's going to use his greatsword to attack
Okay.
as his
Did
action.
you just tell the skeleton he's not bona fide?
He's not bona fide, okay? He's just not got what it takes. That is going to be a 13.
13 just hits. Roll damage as this
Oh.
skeleton with one arm from this half of its bones being taken off by Liraz is just rushing you in the sand.
Just put a scratch.
It just put a scratch. It is going to be 11 points of slashing damage.
11 points of slashing, attacking with
My greatsword.
greatsword. So I was just running towards you with one arm, kind of do this move where you spin in the sand, kind of one knee down, one knee over, and just put your arm out like a twisting blade in a blender. Snap its spine off as it just starts to sort of hurl in the air.
Get wrecked, my man.
And falls into a million pieces on the ground. It is dead.
Awesome. That's it for me.
Okay. So as that one bites the dust, you've got one skeleton restrained in rope and a skeletal warhorse that is currently running around. Okay.
Beautiful.
After that, after Jed, we come to the lone warhorse, who's just running around and just looks for anyone who's close by, which is Jed, who just murdered its master, starts running towards you, this undead skeletal warhorse. And let's see what it would like to do. Once I find the stat. Okay.
Get it, Kevin. Also, my dice are mildly appropriate because they're like a dusty bone.
Oh, nice.
Mine just iron.
They're very fitting.
I am becoming a dice goblin, and Gen Con's not gonna help.
Look at
Not gonna
the dice goblin. Oh,
And they're going to have so many nice ones when we get there, too. And they're going to be like specialty ones. Oh.
I found a dice holder that's like a double-handed axe.
Yes, good.
I want to
that's-
see if anybody like makes them at Gen Con. So
Oh, that would be cool.
it's kind of
Also,
cool, actually.
Polyhero dice. They are shaped like the class of the D&D characters, and they're shaped like daggers or fireballs, and they're so cool.
This is.
Please send me that
great.
info.
Okay, I will.
After game, this is just going to be only dice talk.
So it is also going to charge you, Jed, into a combat stomp onto you. Oof.
That is not righteous, my man.
That'll be an 8.
No.
So as it kind of rushes, you can hear the clomping of its hooves coming before you, and you just sort of somersault out of the way as it to 2 large stomps in the ground just miss you as you sort of somersault over and get back up on your feet.
Good.
Okay, so after that, Arctreon.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna boogie right here.
Okay, up to the Restrained Skeleton, dragged on the ground. If you want to take a swing, you'll have advantage.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with the. You know what? I don't usually use the Warhammer. Let's use the Warhammer again.
Okay.
23.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll damage.
Da-da-da. 9.
9 to hit? Or no, it's damage, sorry.
9 damage.
9 damage, okay.
I don't know why I'm using the computer. I have dice. I do this all the time.
You normally hate when you let the computer roll your dice.
It's been doing great. I haven't bothered with it.
So as the skeleton's kind of being dragged on the ground, you're just kind of keeping up with the pile. You're like, slow down, I'm trying to kill it. You kind of come up from behind it like Polo. He smashes with your battle axe, chopping away at its skeletal legs as pieces of it just fall behind you as you just get up to its waist, and it's just dragging in the sand with its legs just being completely chopped off, but still hanging on by a thread. After Archeron, we come to Amara.
Hey, Amara's gonna get off her horse and like try to tell it to stay. Do I need to like make any check for that, or does it just stay there?
Trying to, talk to the horse?
Yeah, I'm gonna make my horse stay, and I'm gonna get off my horse.
Okay.
Okay.
So your horse will be there. So it's half your movement to get off the horse, but you should still be able to make it over there.
Yes.
What do you want to say to the horse? With speak with animals, I'm assuming.
Stay. Just stay.
Just
I'll be back.
stay?
Yeah.
Make an animal handling check.
Okay.
First.
Oh gosh. 10.
10. You go up to it and just go, and then like a horse language and just say, stay. And you just see this undead thing bridled with anger, fury, as bits of dried skin just keep flaking off of it, half of the hide still clinging on. It's not listening. It's just stomping away.
It looks different here.
Am I able to try to mount it, or can I not?
I'll let that last one just be a kind of a bonus action to try to speak with it and convince it.
Okay.
If you want to use your action to try to jump up on it.
Yes. What would I have to roll?
Athletics check.
Okay.
Or acrobatics. Your choice.
I want to do acrobatics.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a 13.
A 13. Okay. Okay, so you go up to it and go, stay, and it's just standing there, stomping its feet, comes rushing towards you as it tries to like charge you, and you do the Legolas thing where you grab the reins and like, through some laws that defied physics, grab the reins and turn it around and jump on its back, and it's charging, and just neighing, screaming into the day as you're now on its back. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
I'm doing it!
The horse is thinking the exact same thing.
As you just see it's trying to buck you off, its skeleton legs like tossing back behind it, trying to get you off, and you're just, ah! But you're on it for now.
Alright.
But that'll be your action to do so. So anything else?
No.
Okay, so you see little Amara on the back of his undead horse, just riding it as it's trying to buck her off. After that, Liraz.
As I'm watching this happen, just okay, all right. Do you need help?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay, all right. I'm not very proficient or good with animals, but I can try. I want to. Let's see. Which horse are you on? This one right here in front of me.
Uh-huh.
That's the
Okay,
bad
cool.
horse that Amara is on.
Okay, cool.
You're welcome to take a crack at the horse if you like.
I don't. I just want to. God damn it! This is the wrong character for this. So I was like, Luz is not the character for this. Interesting. Can I? Hold on. Let me see here. It's bucking around and everything, right? Like it's freaking out. Would you mind making me a wisdom saving throw, as I'd like to use command on it?
Okay.
Please be bad. That's all I can hope for.
Natural 17.
Shit.
18.
18. Okay. Well, let me double check it. I think that's going to be. Yeah. Okay. So it succeeds on my command. So.
Okay. So action for command is you just reach out and trying to get it to stop bucking and slow down. It's just devilish screaming wincing sound is coming out of it with its skeletal jaw clamoring and still has a fleshy tongue that's still coming out of it somehow.
Okay, great. Gross. All right, let's see. That was my action. Let's see if I have a bonus action. Amara, what's your AC?
14.
14. Okay. Good to know. I think I'm just going to use the horse's bonus action then, and I think. Well, damn. No, you know what? I'm just going to wait until next round. That way I can see if I can do anything else, because that was my action. I can't hit it. But as a bonus action,
As a bonus action, you can still use one of your horse's actions.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Their stuff.
Yeah, so as a stomp, it has a couple of added abilities.
I don't want to kill the horse. That's why I'm like, Amara's on the horse. I don't want to kill it.
Yeah, this is Amara's horse right here.
Yeah, but she is on
This one's the bad horse.
skeletal horse.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, let's see. These are very interesting things that I'm just trying to look at. No,
And I should have mentioned, once you hit that first skeleton that was on the mount and it cracked into a million pieces, that mount just rode off into the sunset.
Wow.
Into the horizon.
Okay.
Horizon.
Well, I'm gonna end my turn, I think, because I'm more focused on trying to help Amara get the skeletal horse under control.
just kind of getting closer.
Yeah,
to Amara.
trying to, like,
okay. Don't die.
Trying
Okay.
to catch her if she falls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Okay, so after Liraz, we come to the Restrained Skeleton, who's going to make a strength check to try to break out of the ropes here. You're still kind of pulling it, Apollo. Sort of, you got that kind of loop end where the more you pull, the tighter it is. So we're going to do contested strength checks. It's going to be your pull against it trying to force its way out.
Okay. 13.
Natural 20.
Oh boy.
So as you're kind of like kind of running forward, eventually you kind of go for a little longer and you like tug on it and the whole rope just kind of comes forward towards your horse without it, and then you look behind you as this skeleton with no lower body just puts its hands up and just starts waddling with its hands back towards the party. But that was action to get free. And I don't think it has anything else. And if it moves, it'll get a hit from Arcturion, but it's a dumb skeleton, so it's going to try to move away and get back to the horse.
My horse.
Arcturion, you want to do an opportunity attack on the old Skelly?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Sling that Warhammer. Good luck on this one. 20, not natural.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Smoosh with 11.
11.
A Warhammer just concaves his head to the side. Huzzah!
So, with that final strike, as the skeleton on all of its arms trying to wiggle by, it's like, oh no, you don't! Just a big upswing, just smash it and slash it up from the upper sort of spinal rib cage all the way to the head. And you big underswing as you come up by the horse, as its head kind of pops off, and make me just a quick dexterity check.
Dex check.
Or sleight of hand, your choice.
Where is my sleight of hand? Let's go dexterity. Let's go
Okay.
dex check. Ba-da-ba-ba. 16.
16. Do that big up swipe. The head pops off. You grab the head of the skeleton as its teeth are kind of like and it lashing for a bit, and then it suddenly just becomes still once more. And then that last final horse with Meryl trying to buck it off. We're gonna do contested strength checks here, Amara, to see if you can stay on the back of the horse.
I'm here to catch you. I'm here.
Assist with like animal handling. Can
You
I
want to try to
kind
calm
of-
it down?
Yeah, can I like George of the Jungle running around with a horse style?
The undead skeletal horse.
Yeah.
Sure. First, as Amara's like trying to hang on, what do you want to say to the undead warhorse?
Like every good gentleman, shh, 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 and you're a horse. And that's exactly. This is a John Mulaney quote for anyone who's missing it.
Make
and
a animal handling check.
Okay. That's a 19.
Rolled a natural 20 against it.
God damn it.
So you're like, calm down,
Really
dude. It's
wild.
fine. Just stay down. It's this undead skeletal monster
Oh man, chill. God.
thing. And then Amara will do the contested strength check to see if it bucks you off.
I'm here to
I
catch
wish I had
you.
the nat 20 for that, but
I'm here to catch you.
Okay. 17.
another nat 20.
Hey,
This is
Kevin,
Sauron.
We're getting messed
I was gonna
up.
say, are you using Sauron tonight?
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh my god, we're getting
Sauron
rickety wrecked.
I
Forever.
see.
No.
Well, I'm here to catch Amara. So
So unfortunately, it does buck you off, and you start flying backwards. Amara, your little legs and stubby arms couldn't keep up to it. You sort of try to rip up on some of the whatever leftover mangy mane hair is on the undead mount, and you just rip a huge chunk out as you buck off. I will have.
I rolled a catch.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what this would be.
I was gonna say I will also hold out my hands in case.
So you're all kind of around there. Let's
move
do.
specifically to be like, I will catch you.
I'm trying to think how this works. Do you two make strength against Amara's dex? How about that?
Strength?
This will be you trying to
Okey-dokey.
physically like catch and hold against her speed of being flung
Oh,
off
no.
against
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish,
fast
Oh my
enough to
God,
get
this
there.
would be so sad if
before
I
she
catch
gets
you, but
around.
not.
I wish it had been athletics.
I got a 7.
Oh, that's pretty good. I got a
Yes,
19.
7.
Oh no,
I
a 20,
got-
a dirty 20.
I got an 18, just straight 18. I don't have any
We
modifiers.
do like those little like carousel balloon things that you pop up all the balls with as a kid.
Yeah.
All right, Amara, roll a dex check. See how fast you got flung off this thing.
I got a 7.
7. So yeah, so you kind of the slow-mo getting bucked off, but Lyraz and Jed are just
Just all like,
fall into both of their arms like a softball and a catch.
nice.
Short little stature
Teamwork.
as the mount
It was a good try.
just rides off into the desert sun.
No.
It's okay. I'm sure we could find another one.
I'll miss it forever.
I'll just
What?
Did you see that,
Pat.
Ted? Did you see
Pat.
that?
pat, like awkwardly
That was-
patting.
Amazing. You could ride hella waves back home, I swear.
Thank you. That was just for you.
Oh my god, I'm touched by that.
Lyra's
Looking-
awkwardly holding Amara with this exchange. Just
I found a head, and I'm taking it home with me. This is mine.
wait, I want one.
Mine. I like attach it to like my waist belt.
I want one.
And Arctreon, I'm gonna let you have the skull of that skeleton in our next session of Saga.
Perfect. Yes. By the way, I did a little side quest. Me and Apollo did a side quest.
Oh,
Came back.
Real quick.
Fought in El Terrell.
Alteron was crazy, man.
To fight another fight, we left. Got another
Hopefully, you'll find out how crazy next set.
Like, what, so the horses have just left. They've run away.
Yeah, the undead horses. You have the orc woman, sort of still over her hobgoblin friend.
Can I like, this is like, can I do like an insight to see if they're like together or like, what's the relationship here? Like,
Yeah, roll insight check.
It's very gentlemanly of you.
no.
ask.
I don't know if
Natural 20.
gentlemanly.
He's trying to read the room.
Yeah,
Natural 20 on your check to see if they're together.
at least it's the important rolls that I get the critical on.
What was your insight?
20,
It
natural
was
20.
natural 20 plus
Oh.
insight.
Sorry, I was checking something really quick.
So 24.
The 24. So as the dust kind of settles and the last sort of skeletal mount runs off into the sandy horizon, you see this orc woman, and it's not the body of like a huge sort of barbarian-looking orc woman. More someone who can like handle herself, like a rancher of some kind. You know, like sturdier shoulders and legs and that kind of thing. As she's slowly helping up her male hobgoblin friend, kind of take a hand up and just like, "Are you all right there, Buckton? Everything okay? Did they get you? Are you all right?"
I'm fine. The little chest caved in a bit, but I'll be okay.
As you see them interacting, Apollo, doesn't seem to be a romantic relationship.
So
More of
you're
one,
saying there's a chance.
more of one of mutual respect.
Where's Too Hard the Bar that we need that? Oh my god.
I'm gonna jumping off Escobar rather gracefully,
Yes, outfit change.
landing. All of a sudden, Apollo has a tie on. Who knows? Looking, and I'm gonna look at the hobgoblin. Was it Buckton that I overheard?
Yes.
Buckland, are you okay, my friend? You looked hurt there. Oh, hello. What is your name?
And Dallas, like as you kind of get closer, Dallas kind of puts the hobgoblin behind her with her like rusty short sword out.
I mean you no harm. You can give me a pat down if you like.
Who are you people? Where do you come from? Stay
Over
back.
that bridge. I'm not very good with directions.
Not many people come out to these parts unless it's for a reason.
We were hired. We're adventurers. You can. We're not here to harm you.
As I put a hand on the orc's shoulder, we're all traveling to. Don't hate me. I'm forgetting the name.
Rashkar.
Rashkar. We're all hired to go to Rashkar. And we were heading there. We saw you were in danger, so we thought it'd help you out. What are you doing out this far?
What was the name of the adventuring guild to be called upon? And this, I am completely leaving it up to you to name what it was. I'm just doing this as a fun gag. But if you want to just name the adventure guild, go for it.
We were hired by Pablo Escobar's adventuring guild. He's given me his prized horse here. We are, as you can tell, very skilled.
I'm just here on behalf of my church. I ended up here. I heard I just heard there were skeletons, and I came to investigate
I wanted more decorations for my
with
wall.
sponsorship with the guild. Also, that's a lovely store, by the way. That's that.
Pablo is a very dangerous man and a difficult one, but he can deliver with the right amount of money. Thank you all. I appreciate you answering the call. And puts the rusted sword back in. My friend Buckton here is one of our main ranchers for the various mounts we have down in the Diamond Town. It was attacked. I came to answer. These skeletal things, whatever they are, have been attacking us for some weeks, and we were powerless to stop them. It's a good thing you came when you did.
We're just glad you're okay. I'm so sorry. Are they heading? Oh, I should ask this. Are you heading to Rashkar? And okay, yes, you are.
My name is Dallas.
Dallas. I am Artrion. The horrendous, hideous friend over there is Apollo. Amara, Jed, and the Czar.
Hello, thank you. I'm sorry, our mounts ran away.
Do you need a ride? Already?
As I put a paw on his head, like around his face, like, you travel with us.
Apollo, make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Come on, dice. Just this one roll.
That's right.
Wait, 9 out of 10, but persuasion, you said?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 16.
16. As you kind of say, like, do you need a ride? And Ocarina, like, ugh. She just looks at you. And looks at the rest of you. You've done us a kindness. I will take your offer if that is what you prefer.
Anything to help someone in need.
You see her just kind of like wincing a little bit, but you helped kill these things, and she's just trying to be polite in the situation. She's like, Buckton, stay close.
Amara, if you want to like share a horse, maybe let our friends use like one of our horses, but that's okay.
Okay, Amara's gonna just like climb into like Jed's arms, like wrap her arms around his neck and just be like, okay, mister, you can take my horse. Please be good to it.
Just out of curiosity, like, how tall is Amara? Like,
Literally
just
like 5
a
feet.
Oh, like a literal foot. Yeah, a foot and an inch shorter than him.
Oh my god. Okay, cool.
He like pulls you up onto the horse.
Hilarious is like, helps push you onto Jed's horse. Like, okay, I'm done with that.
Literally, Amara's like one of these guys.
Hilarious is like, okay, cool, I'm done with that.
This is Vanilla Bean. You can take the reins.
Okay.
The little hobgoblins start to get up on the other mount as Dallas kind of goes over to Apollo's horse on the nice like white sort of Clydesdale. Kind of gives it a scratch as it kind of puts its head down a little bit and starts to get up on the saddle and get down behind Apollo.
I'm gonna let her get up first, and then I'm gonna get up behind her. and just whisper to her, I have no clue where I'm going. If you could just how tall is she?
She's fairly tall. She's like good 6'5".
I'm 5'6". This is great. I'm like peering over the.
And she kind of like starts to take the reins and kind of get used to the nature of your horse, of your mount. She just looks over to you and like, keep your hands on the saddle.
Will do.
And I chuckle as I trot past. Like,
and with Dallas kind of leading the way. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, you're fine. I think Lyris is just gonna like have her horse trot up next to Ark and just be like, is this how they normally are?
This is how they are 99% of the time. Yes.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to go into like this knowing what I'm getting into. Thank you.
Prepare yourself.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So as your troop starts to leave sort of the entering of the outskirts of Rashkar, Dallas leading the way with your convoy through a couple of winding paths, takes you about an hour or so before you start to see the sort of remnants of this small little town in this vast sort of sea of sand. Little red stone buildings kind of start to rise and appear off the sandy horizon. Most of the buildings, they're no higher than 1 story, but the dark dirt roads running through Rashkar are notably cooler than the sands surrounding them. As you're kind of coming through this little this little sort of gas stop station of a town, the residents of Rashkar are few, and their businesses cater to travelers and promote the annual sort of riding event that takes place here every year. As you are kind of coming through, you see various types of people, some that are obviously locals, everyone kind of kitted up to protect themselves from the vast heat and desert weather out here. Some are coming by with all various types of mounts. Some are riding like with griffins beside them, some with huge toads. Anything that you can ride, beasts of all types are kind of situated and kind of passing through the streets. Various markets around, a lot of commotion, a lot of worried hushes about like if the event's ever going to take place, if people should leave, like if they're going to be able to deal with it. And as you're kind of getting past, seeing all these various folks from distant towns coming for trade, connecting with other riders, a little bit of gambling going on, some dice games in the sand. You kind of go through sort of the weed of most of the people, and kind of on near sort of the middle part of the town, Dallas leads you to one of the local sort of B&Bs of sorts, kind of a tavern slash little hotel. And there's a sign kind of stuck on a wooden peg just beside this sort of wooden patio awning that leads to 2 double doors into this tavern. And on the sign it says, "Eat, sleep, leave, bed and breakfast." And as you kind of start to come through there, Dallas gets off the white horse that Apollo rides, gets off to the sand, goes over to her hobgoblin friend, kind of helps him get off on the horse. "Come inside. We'll take refuge in here. I'll tell you more about what's going on here." And she just kind of passes Apollo, doesn't give him another look, and just sort of starts to walk forward.
Liz, you're like, lean over. I think she likes you.
I think so too.
Don't encourage him.
I'm
This
gonna
is going
go
down.
around.
Don't do that.
Do what?
Don't encourage him.
Encourage what?
I'm gonna get down off the horse, and then if Amara wants the help her down from the horse as well.
Yes,
No,
but she's gonna try to like climb on you. She's gonna like try to climb on your back and see if you like just let her.
Like as a piggyback?
Yes.
Once you get down, or are you saying as I'm helping you?
Yeah, as you're trying to help me down normally.
Are you like, is this like piggyback?
Yes. Yes, please.
Right. And he's fine with it. He's like, yeah, it's fine. It's hot out here.
Harris is just gonna get down and tie off their horse. Like,
It's all right, Raz. If you want the next one, I got you, fam.
Apollo's just jumping down and just silently fist bump to Jed.
Yeah, same thing. Apollo, I got you next. Okay, don't worry about it.
You know, you are one radical dude, you know. We connect.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. I'll be your wingman tonight.
You know what? I appreciate that. I appreciate between you and me. Be careful around the the one on your back. Just,
Is she gonna steal from me?
No. Well, I don't know.
You're kidding.
Apollo, stop flirting with my man! Stop flirting with him!
Whoa, this is getting personal, and I was not aware. Anyways, I'm gonna go inside now, and I guess Amara's going with me because she's on my back. So. Yeah.
Amara's just on your back, like.
Literally, and then he looks at Archeon and goes, "You next, my man? You next? I got you also, fam." Oh, that's the attitude I like to hear. Hell yeah.
And I just head into the tavern.
So I'm gonna step in front of Ark. I'm gonna just. Do I look good? Is everything? Is my hair good? Is it?
Yeah, you got a little schmutz of black fur right about here. Yeah, a little bit here.
Wait, what? Wait,
Yeah,
fur?
Yeah, you got a little black fur here. Yeah. You look fine. I just like nuzzle, like Big Brother nuzzle his hat onto his head more, and then I just walk into the cabin.
I love this party so much.
All right, so Archeron, as you kind of the first one to kind of go in through the sort of saloon-like double doors of this makeshift B&B tavern, go through. There's kind of a bar kind of at the opposite end of you. The bar top kind of comes out in that sort of rectangular structure. Bar stools all along it. There's only like 2 sort of people on there, kind of both drinking little sips of whiskey, kind of conversing with each other, draped in desert garb with lots of wraps and heavy dusted coats. Again, talking amongst themselves if the rally's going to take place, if they should make plans to leave. You do notice this hulking orc bartender that's behind the bar that kind of has this mohawk that's sort of dark purple that comes along the head here with a sort of dark maroon bandana covering the top part of the forehead. Short little eyes, but big sort of meaty underbite jaw with one giant sort of tooth that comes up from the front. Big beefy nose ring, kind of wearing this dark gray shirt that's sleeveless, kind of like a tank top. Underneath a barrage of tattoos, some of them in intricate designs. They all have different glyph marks about them. They don't look like they're all from the same person. As you're sort of walking by him, just make a quick perception check. 17. So as you kind of take him for a first glance, he's got kind of a dark brown leathery smock on top of his sort of pretty sizable bulging muscles. As you're walking by, you notice that the tattoos kind of glimmer a little bit. The shimmerings of like purple, blue, silver as some of the light kind of catches it. On its own, they just look like black markings. But as you're kind of walking beside, getting a table with Dallas and the Hobgoblin, kind of picking a booth off to the left of the tavern, there's this sort of bright chandelier that looks like it's been there for a long time, kind of shaking a little bit back and forth. But the tavern's relatively empty. Most people are outside, kind of conversing with the markets and all that jazz. But the orc's just kind of tending to the patrons at his bar. Doesn't really take much attention to you. As you all kind of make your way in and sit down with Dallas, she addresses you all and says, "Thank you so much for coming. I have no idea what has been happening here these last few weeks. Have any of you dealt with the undead before?"
Illyria's just
Yeah,
Once or
Yeah.
a little
twice.
bit.
often, all the time.
Comes around.
Apollo's almost died. I've almost died.
I've actually died multiple times and then been revived, but it's I tend
I'm
to
pretty proficient in CPR. He's
yeah.
Okay. Well, just hold on. Let me, just so I can get kind of I don't want to send anyone to their death prematurely. I need to know what your history is with the undead. If you could just give me a brief overview of what you've dealt with, just so I know your experience, that would be tremendous. What about you? And points over to Liraz. Again, this is just improv RP that I just think
Well, that's fine because their backstory is thought out. She'll just kind of shrug a little. Well, I follow a god of death. I am a cleric of the Church of Death, as well as somebody who takes care of a graveyard. So my experience with the undead is pretty normal.
Do you deal with many undead skeletal things in your fascination?
Yeah, occasionally.
It's good. You made pretty good short work of those guys back there, so
They all did a wonderful job.
that is true. And what about you? And goes over to Arcturion.
In the western tribe, in the western village tribe, where my people lay, our rivals from the east dabbled in dark magic and brought their dead back to life and sent them to my village. So we had to spend many weeks fighting off the undead foe until we finally got to her and destroyed her. But I have rattled a few bones in my time. Yes.
That is good to know. No. And you? And looks over to Amara.
I talk to dead people sometimes. You know, they're everywhere. You know that, like, Amara's gonna like look around and see if she can see any like ghosts.
Make a Arcana check.
Okay.
This party went from cute wholesome to suddenly, oh, by the way.
Are you still on Jed's back while you're saying this?
Yes.
There
You'll
has
get used
been
to
no detachment. Yeah.
I got
It's
a
over so you
19.
have more like visual.
19. So as you look around the bar, as you say that, kind of tapping in to that ethereal nature that you have of connecting with the undead. So you look around at the many different empty wooden booths and sort of propped up circular tables. You start to see just wisps of spirits of various types of people kind of sitting and conversing. They kind of come in and out a little bit, not like static, but just like shimmering outlines of spirits that are kind of like king, kind of clinging glasses and kind of fade out. And other people like putting hands over each other and walking to and fro.
You have a lot of drug people here, sir. They're having a good time, though.
And as Dallas kind of looks around to an empty wooden tavern. Right. What about you? And just looks over to Apollo and kind of puts her eyes down at the table.
I'm making full-on eye contact and I lean in a little bit. Oh, me with undead? Oh, well, back when I was a child, I used to throw rocks at skeleton. I lived in a very cold place, and the only thing that really roamed around was undead.
I wanted to tap Apollo on the back and be like, it's okay, buddy, you got this, and cast guidance.
Okay. I threw rocks at skeletons as a child. I was left alone a lot. Most of those skeletons died.
Were they animated skeletons?
They were animated skeletons, and they also there was a haunted ship thing at one point when I was part of a crew where I did a lot of sailing at one point in my life. But anyway, there was a haunted ship. We didn't really do anything with it, but I know about it. So knowledge is power. So,
Are these true stories or fibs?
Mostly true.
The skeleton one, were they actual skeletons or were they just like a pile of
No,
bones?
those were corpses. Those were just
Okay. Roll me a deception check for that first story.
You do, because I cast guidance, you do get to add a d4 to that.
Yeah.
$11.
Total?
Yeah,
With the D4?
that was a plus. So it was 5 plus 1 plus 4. Or no, wait, deception plus 5.
I rolled a 12 on insight. So as you were saying the thing about the skeletons, she just kind of looks at you, and you're saying these things and kind of there's a little bit of vibrance, worry in your voice. You're saying these things not with the utmost confidence, and she just kind of looks at you and goes, "Right, maybe it's best if you stay in the back of the lineup with this mission."
Is that where you're going to be? I will
You-
protect you.
And just like looks at you, and just doesn't give you a second eye.
Oh yeah, my man Apollo's stacked against these guys. Me, no, not skeletons or like undead per se, but like Lord Elias Alastair of the Fae Court has really bestowed some rad gifts on me, and I think I could still be an asset to this group. You know what I'm saying? Like if you saw what I did back there, that times like 11. So no.
You are connected to the Fae? I thought that was just fairy tales.
Right, me too. Until I was drowning in the ocean, and he was like, "Not on my watch, fam," and I was like, "Say less." So.
It's a pretty interesting story. You'll have to tell me about that sometime.
I would love to. And my man Apollo can tell you about his story too.
I have a lot of
It'd be great.
stories. I can.
Really good
we
ones.
can talk about it later.
Yes.
I just fall off the chair.
Oh, my man.
Get up quickly.
Man.
As that happens, as you're like kind of leaning back, you just feel a hand kind of settle your stool before it falls as the big dark green hand of the bartender comes with some shots of whiskey.
Nice.
Starts putting him down. Here you go, everyone. Don't fall off there. This is expensive furniture.
Thank you.
When you look down at the stool, it's just kind of rickety and kind of splintered a little bit. As he puts down, just get to the usual, Dallas. Let me know if you want some more. No problem, Churatha, thank you. And as Churatha putting down the glasses. Yep.
Do you have milk? Just milk? Just leche? You know, like... Never mind. It's fine.
Picnic contest!
I think I may be able to whip something up. Don't got a lot of cold storage. Might be a little warm.
Don't worry about it. Please don't worry about it.
Actually, milk does not whip. Despite popular belief, that's actually heavy cream. So it might be difficult for you. I'm just trying to save you some trouble now. And he's gonna push his shot over to Archeon because he doesn't drink. So he's like, here, I don't drink. So if you want that.
We got water as well, if you're not a big drinker.
It's
Right,
fine.
water would be awesome.
All right, we'll be right back. Lumbering footsteps go back to the bar top as Dallas kind of has her hand around her sort of shot of whiskey. Well, it seems like some of you are pretty experienced with the usual necrotic dealings, but these skeletons, these undead creatures that have been disturbing our rally, there's someone that leads them that I have never seen in all my time out here. Some flaming, mummified creature that rides a flaming black nightmare stallion of some kind. Don't know where it comes from. We don't know why it's here. Rumors, of course, would have you believe different. And as she says rumors, suddenly the light around the tavern becomes black as a dreamlike spotlight sort of emanates on Churatha, the very hulking, muscled barbarian, as he's getting a water pitcher out from the back and sort of pouring the glasses, kind of like this saloon-lit moment as he starts to speak in a very baritone voice. I know why the dead come. And only for the rally. 10 Nash. It's their curse. No one was faster. Nothing could beat them. Except death. Then the Corsairs came. Was it only last year? And they bet so much. They bet everything on their horse and rider. The Corsairs never knew fear or defeat. Ten and Nash taught them the meaning of both. And it wasn't even close. Well, as the orcish innkeeper kind of looks down at his boots, turns out the Corsairs don't like to lose. A fortnight later, strangers came to town. I knew something was wrong. As he kind of comes off from behind the bar with his tray of 2 waters, that magical spotlight following him towards your table. They were different. Assassins. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. Did she put up a fight? The stables caught fire, and as he puts down those glasses of water, there was an explosion, and well, the assassins were all dead. But the Corsairs got what they wanted. I couldn't save her. And now she haunts the rally. She won't let anyone race. Not a one. Never again. And as this orc takes a deep breath, something like pride burning in his eyes. They never lose. And he kind of notices the look you're all giving him as he's telling this very in-depth, emotional story. I see it in all your faces. You're wondering, did I love her? I would have. And as that happens, the spotlight kind of dissipates back into the normal lighting of the tavern.
It's amazing.
This is some real Scooby-Doo and the gang shit.
And with that, we're going to take our break. So,
Oh my god.
we're going to take a quick little 5-10 minute break to refill drink, stretch the legs, and we'll come back and hopefully finish this one shot, everybody. Hope you're having fun. We'll be right back.
Okay. I'm gonna go grab a snack, so I'll be back.
And welcome back. Okay. Kicking up right where we left off. Inside the sort of spacious wooden tavern here in the tiny little diamond of the desert town known as Rashkar, having just revealed in a very dramatic fashion the orc bartender revealing a sad story behind this mummified demon rider known as 10 Drakes, who used to be a champion of the rally ride here in Rashkar from last year's event, but due to some clashing with some assassins, apparently met her end when a couple of corsairs wanted to win the race and didn't. So, with that story having been told to you, sitting at the table with Dallas, who called upon you for aid against this undead foe that seemingly won't let anybody come near the race or train outside the outskirts of the town. Hearing this information from the bartender, just kind of looks a bit baffled. Just says, I didn't really think about it, but that could be some haunted rally. Have any of you ever dealt with the haunted ground before?
I have many times.
Anyone else dealt with haunted grounds before?
Yes, I'm used to that. Yeah.
No, but my friend Apollo has, so we're in the clear.
I'm gonna lean over, like, Ark, I told you not to. I thought, why did I get to don't encourage him to talk? Why did...
Do I hear that? Are you saying it quietly?
Lyris isn't trying to be sneaky about it. They're just like, she's like, why did I get that talk? Like, why?
He's gonna lean back and be like, hey man, like, am I wrong? You're gonna look at me and tell me that I'm wrong?
I mean, just like, I don't, you know what? You do you, man.
Tell me that I'm wrong? Gosh.
With the haunted sacred ground, as far as I know, this entity is being compelled to haunt something. There has to be some sort of way to let them go of their hatred, of their reasons for
it. So you're telling us we gotta go race?
That could be the possibility, yes.
Okay, I'm fast. I'm very fast. Okay, Amara's gonna jump off of Jed and start like sprinting back and forth, like across the little tavern.
You might need a bit more power than your tiny little legs, little one.
I'm very fast. I'm so fast.
Listen, if it's gonna come down to us needing to enter this this race to free this person's spirit. You have some more mounts available, don't you? I don't think all of them have been paid for. As she looks over to her little hobgoblin friend, Buckton.
Goes, yeah, well, I got a couple of exotic animals still at the ranch, but if these people are gonna help save our town, I could give it for a pretty decent price.
Buckton, come on. They saved your life. You gotta give them a little bit of a discount, you know? Maybe just let them borrow them for the the purging of an evil mummified spirit.
Okay, sorry. Fine, you're right. You saved my life. I can show you my well. Yes.
Sorry, I have a question. Did you just say we'd have to race in order to like cleanse the evil mummified lady who's riding the nightmare horse?
I mean, that's what it seems like. I mean, unless any of you had any other info about mummified grounds, I mean, that seems to be the gist, right? Thing is haunting something. They're hateful.
You race them on your horse. Okay, I got it. I'm taking notes for future because, like I said, I don't really know anything about it, but like Apollo does and the rest does, so...
Well, it won't be just riding your horse. You have to take place in the rally. And the rally has a few certain rules that abide by. Rule number 1, keep your sights on the banner. The rally is less about beating the competition than outlasting it. Rule 2, aim left when they move right. It's important to think ahead of the current situation. Dashing towards the banner immediately might not be as successful as waiting for the banner to be dropped midway across the field. Thirdly, if it gets violent, riders are going to do everything they can to take the banner away from the current holder. It used to get deadly in previous years, and some new rules have been put in place, but this rally will still be rough. And oh, did I mention, it's not so much a race as it is capture the flag. You heard of that game? You gotta hold the flag, the symbol of this town, for 30 seconds. You can hold it for 30 seconds.
Crazy.
You've won the rally.
I have a question. So, suppose I was a horse, okay? Would that work?
How are you gonna hold the banner, Amara?
In her mouth.
In my mouth. Like, come on.
Okay. Right.
You know, I'm smarter than a horse, maybe.
So this is 8 here. So we're basically doing a full Scooby-Doo moment. We're going to the haunted area.
Yes, it's so good.
Like we're doing something, set up the trap, hopefully they come, and then we
morph the mystery machine into a horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody should have named their horse the Mystery Machine.
We still can if we get a new horse.
Or someone could ride me. I'm just saying. I'm not in a weird way, okay?
Context.
Crazy.
Well, the rules of the rally state that the mount needs a rider. So you're welcome to be your own mount if you have that power, but someone's gonna need to ride you as a mount for it to make.
No, I think someone with a lot of experience riding others, animals should probably, Amara's just gonna look at everyone and be like,
Completely ignoring that. Question, is it possible, I'm sure you haven't had anyone skilled enough to do this yet, but is it possible for the rider to be both the mount and the rider? Do I need to ride a horse or can I just run?
You need to be on a mount. Good.
But I'm faster than a mount, so...
Someone could ride you, I guess.
Question, if I found a rat and I tied it to me, could that count as a rider?
If Amara turns into a rat and holds on to Apollo.
Right there. This is why we are bros,
okay.
kid.
Nice.
Buckton just looks over to Dallas, who's just like...
I am the mount. Amara's the rider. Not in a weird... Dallas, no.
Where do we go? Where is this haunted grounds, and how can we get there as quick as possible?
Arctreon is Fred. We're calling it here.
Our town is doomed. So
Do you want the mounts that you came with? My friend Buckton here has got some very exotic mounts if you want a bit of variety.
I mean,
but you could
technically,
just...
town was already.
I don't know why I'm doing Buckton's voice, Dallas, but my friend Buckton here has some mounts that do you. Yes?
Yeah, but technically your town was already doomed, so like this can't get any worse. Like, just put another higher there.
Silver linings.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna help this village.
I mean, I wasn't saying we weren't.
I know. We do it. We got this. It's in the bag.
Totally
Hope.
believe you.
Sprinkling hope. On top of the silver lining.
So now it's sparkly.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's chosen me and Apollo are going to be the
Apparently.
dream team.
Yep.
All
We can
right.
do
Do
this.
you want to ride Apollo as your mount, I guess?
Me and
Yes, I'm
Penelope
going
could
to
do-
mount him.
All right. You can ride Apollo. Yeah, big man.
Can I see what exotic animals I could choose from?
Yes, Buckton here's got a ranch not too far off. He's got a couple of beasts left that haven't been picked off for the race. You're welcome to look them over.
Yes, I absolutely love that.
Yeah, you.
My name's Jed. Jed Merriweather. Nice to meet you. Brings all the Merriweather. Anyways, that's how my dad used to like to say. Anyways, that's not the point. So like our horse is not okay because like I have old Vanilla Bean. I feel like we could do some serious damage. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're perfectly welcome to use the mount that you came into town with. I'm just giving you some options should you like.
Right. Appreciate it. Okay.
Have you been with these horses long?
As you see them outside, kind of like all kind of rode up, couple white ones, couple big Clydesdales.
I don't know because this is a one shot. Yeah,
Uh,
totally. Vanilla Bean's been in my family for a year because he's pretty young, but he's still been in there. So
I picked up my horse 5 days ago. I'm totally okay with leaving it behind.
Okay.
Hence these spicy animals.
Just saying this could be a very dangerous battle if you didn't want to endanger
It's
a
a pretty
true
horse.
friend of yours. It is
Yeah,
very...
it's a pretty horse. I'm just gonna keep that horse pretty. I'll see what you got.
I'll take a look what you got, but me and Teal have been together for a while.
All right.
oh,
Buckton, show them to your ranch. All right, you got it, Dallas.
Apollo, are you gonna get rickety wrecked, man? Like, are you gonna be okay?
Well, I was just gonna. Does anyone else have the ability to wild shape? Anyone in this town? Is there?
Hello, me.
I have a plan. It'll work, but
Come
Yeah,
on,
this
don't
is
be
fun.
dawdling now. Let's go. As you see the hobgoblin starting to walk out of the tavern, leading you to his ranch. But you asked that to Dallas, like, are there any other druids around here? And he's like, don't know what to tell you, man. No one else wants to take up this job. Why do you think we had to go ask Pablo Escobar for help? These things are dire.
And I can't rightfully use his horse in this race, but I can't damage, the goods, but I guess I can work with this.
Okay, so as Buckton sort of leads you outside of the doors, about 10 minutes away, pretty close by, has this fairly, not huge ranch, but sort of a makeshift farm, sort of not in the outskirts of town, but sort of when you could go past a few houses, a couple storefronts. You see this kind of largest stable not too far off. And there's a few empty stables, kind of doors open, signifying that like a lot of his wares have gone, but there's a few doors that are shut. And you can kind of hear various commotion from behind them, signifying very old bestial voices and stomping in the ground. Some snoring, some like hitting the wooden door, trying to get free.
All right, need to show you the goods. To show you the goods. All right, we got a couple of these ones left. Let's try this one. And
kind of goes towards one of the four doors that are closed and goes to open it, and you hear this loud hissing noise as this large sort of lizard-like tail kind of whips off the side of the door.
he goes, easy, Randy. Hold on. I'm trying to get, just stop it. I'll give you a good mouse if you just calm down, all right? You got someone here who wants to use you.
And he kind of unlocks this big padlock on the wooden door, opens it up. This mount starts to come out in this long, slender body with a head that protrudes with these sharp jaws that stick out and two sets of two red beaming eyes on each side. This leathery hide of sort of light swampy green that goes into a sort of a light blue hue and a sort of a light purple. These colors kind of like combining iridescently against a pair of 8 legs, 2 sort of crawling, sharp, long, clawed-like appendages in the front, and 2 big back legs. Again, all adorning these big, sharp claws with a big lizard-like tail. A couple big fangs jutting from the bottom of its mouth, and a few little spikes poking out through its forearms and around its jaw as a basilisk kind of slips out of its sort of stable-like area.
Does this seem to fit any one of you to particulars?
Here's the cut.
Yeah?
Yes,
That one-
please. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Randy, be nice to this one. All right? Don't want to hear anything about it.
Reaches into the back of its pocket, and this dead sort of mouse is just hanging from his hand, and throws it over to Randy. The basilisk goes and snaps it out of the air and starts munching on it. Ivy, I will send you that stat block.
I think Lyris will just kind of put her hand out and go to like scritch the center of like its forehead, be like, "Oh, aren't you just a beauty?"
This big, long, sort of slender lizard body kind of nuzzles into you a little bit. Make a animal handling check.
Yay! This should not be anybody's surprise that I picked this one. That's a nat 20.
A nat 20. All right, so you go to kind of like scratch it, the sort of leathery hide underneath, and it starts to kind of hissing and sort of nuzzles into you and seems to generally like you.
All right, looks like we got a good matching up there. Up next, this one you gotta kind of keep it a bit of a cooler condition. It's not really great in the hot environment, but we do a due diligence. It usually likes to be in a more forested environment, but we feed it lots of leaves, and you just hear this smacking against the wood. And as this commotion, you see this sort of round, rotund, sort of large shadow behind the enclosed wooden stable. As you look down the ground, you notice bits of white feathers kind of coming out from underneath the door in a kind of light, sort of white coloration with dark brown like stripes kind of adorning these feathers. Bits of white tuff kind of falling off. And you hear a sort of a quiet, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. This one's Bradley. Come on, Bradley. It's all right. Just don't startle it, okay? It gets a little aggressive around people.
And you do see a massive, tall, round owl bear come out from the other side of the stable. It's beefy, huge, rotund body, sort of muscular arms that these thick biceps and forearms that transform into even larger, sort of yellow, leathery, taloned-like claws that have tufts of feather coming out from its wrist and its forearms, and big tufts of feather coming out from sort of a owl-like mane, as it has this sort of creamy white and dark brown hue that kind of adorns its feathery body. There's 2 stubby legs that come out with yellow, leathery, claw-like feet, and it's got kind of a white face at the top with kind of orangey red eyes and a big black beak that's the same color as the black talons that it adorns. And as it comes out, kind of lunges forward from its massive body in a tight enclosure, and 2 other hobgoblins kind of come out from behind the ranch with, you see kind of ropes adorned around its neck, and they go, oh, and they're kind of holding it steady as this big, large thing just,
this look like anyone can really handle? It's a lot.
I would love the owlbear. I love the owlbear. I love the concept of an owlbear.
I loved.
Okay.
I saw the look on your face, and I was like, yes. Have you not
I thought it
seen
was
the
going to be
artwork?
some sort of turtle. And I
Have
was
you
like,
seen the artwork of an owlbear?
No, I'm.
There's
I will
so
send you. I will
cute.
send you. I have artwork and stats for all these, so I'll send
As
to you
soon
in a
as I heard it, I was like, it's an owlbear.
So as that happens, Arcturion, with your tall Leonin body, kind of seeing this and kind of resembles that same boastfulness that you like to have, make an animal handling check as you start to kind of walk towards it. It's already got a huge leash around its neck as one of the hobgoblins kind of like tugging it and trying to
Before
keep
you
it a
rolled,
bit.
you went down.
I got 17.
I was going to say, okay, cool.
Oh, 17.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I'm genuinely shocked.
So as you go over to the owlbear, it's just big lumbering arms and kind of tugging at the leash. Do you want to go over to the leash that the hobgoblin has to kind of trying to steady it?
I'm like a large dog petting this thing. Like,
So you go and like scratch its belly.
oh yeah, just like rub in the face, slap at the side. It's a
So
big dog.
as you go up to it, and the feathers kind of adorning this sort of fuzzy outlining of fur, kind of start rubbing, and his feathers kind of fall down the ground. It goes, goes on its back and just starts like feet in the air.
I am 100% like
Yeah.
both scratching the belly, like, oh, he's a good boy. What's his name again?
Bradley.
Bradley, who's a good boy.
All right.
So he's like, all right, well, that's good. 2 for 2. No problems there. All right, let me go to this next one.
And he tries to go over to the third stall. And you don't hear any commotion from this stable. No hissing, no banging against the door. He goes, so this one is a bit more chill. But don't let the presence fool you. He's very capable in a race and can do lots of pretty amazing stuff, but bit on the quieter side. Just letting you know. All right, Simon, got some friends here for you. It opens up the large wooden door, and you see, just sort of sleeping, sort of crouched down, an enormous giant toad, leathery, light green, huge hind legs, and its 2 little feet just. And it's just sitting there, asleep.
Oh, that's adorable. I could just picture a Leonin riding a gigantic frog, and I'm enjoying it.
Does this appeal to anyone?
Ed?
I'm gonna stick with Vanilla Bean, but thank you, appreciate it, very kind.
It's
Simon
fine.
seems nice. He seems nice.
It's okay. He'll never even know that this conversation or event happened. It's fine.
Good. I'd hate to hurt his feelings. Yeah.
Just quietly like shuts the door. It's like,
Okay, Simon, Kixie's sleeping. Okay.
He's precious, yeah, totally.
He's
Maybe
the,
afterwards.
the best green bean you've ever seen. All right.
Oh, that's cute.
so as he goes over to the next stall, the fourth stall. This one again, not a lot of commotion at the start. This one as well, you kind of see a smattering of a little bit of feathers and tufts of fur at the underneath the door. You see the sort of outlinings of a black claw, like 3 or 4 of them underneath the door. They're fairly large.
All right, so this one, I'm going to have to ask all of you. Don't look this one directly in the eye, okay? It'll freak out. It's, Bradley over there, he looks mean and tough, but you give him a couple scratches and he's fine. But this one, do we have enough tasers and rope around, guys? You got somebody we can use? And like, just gonna look at each other like, I don't know. I'm like, okay,
I have command if that helps.
that might help.
I'm very fast at running away, if that helps.
Well, that could definitely help too. Okay. Everyone, you ready? Okay. All right, Greg. So, friend Buckton. Be calm. Be cool. He starts to gently pull out the door. And then through those big black sort of bird-like claw that you saw underneath the door as he opens it, you see two bird-like claws, kind of one over the other, as this being is kind of shadowed a bit, but has this very sort of long, protruding bird-like neck. And you just see it kind of shake a little bit as it comes into the light, as its bird-like claws come forth one after the other. This eagle-like head shining in the light that comes down to massive wings behind it, as you are standing in the presence of a real-life hippogriff.
Olo, do you want it?
Amara, do you want to share it?
How many stalls are there left? Only 4? 5?
Yeah, this is the last one. This is all I got left, unfortunately.
Could share it.
I have a plan that might work with it as well. There's no rules against 2 riders on one.
I mean, it is a race. It's 1 rider per mount.
I think, Amara, how many times can you turn into a animal?
Many times. Many times.
That's very helpful. Okay, I think Amara and I are sorted with each other. I think
You're still gonna ride the cat?
First of all, with that judgy attitude, okay, I am very fast. All right, you will see. Okay, you better bet on me, otherwise you're about to lose a lot of money. Okay.
Also, my man, he's a tabaxi, so you best come correct whenever you talk to my friend.
Okay,
Straight up, my man. And I fist bump.
Fist bump. You wouldn't call my man Archeon over here just a cat, would you?
As
I didn't think so.
For him, drooling, just looking like I'm gonna eat the goblin.
Right. Like I said, anyways, like you were saying, this is the last one, yada, yada, yada. My man's fine, okay? It's fine.
So
roll an intimidation check, Jay.
Intimidation? That's an 18.
18. So your lumbering, towering body over this little hobgoblin makes him feel uncomfortable. He's like, sorry, my bad. That totally didn't mean no disrespect. Tabaxi.
He immediately lightens up and he's like, oh, okay, awesome. I appreciate that. We all live and learn, but I just want to make sure that we're all treating each other well. You know what I'm saying? Thanks so much.
Apollo standing behind Jed. Yeah.
Okay, so Amara choosing to use Apollo as your mount.
Okay. Do the rules specify, if I were to use Apollo as my mount, can he, in reverse, use me as a mount? We kind of, rotate.
It's just one pairing,
Yeah, we're just,
Are you
there will always be a rider.
Are you asking if you can turn into a horse mid-race?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Or any other animal of sorts.
I just want a clarification, that's all.
Well, I'm not too particularly advanced in the ways of haunted rituals and how they work, so I guess
it's definitely part of the ritual.
Yes, of course.
Try it. I don't know if it'll make things worse or better.
No, it's definitely part of the ritual. It definitely needs to happen.
It's your lives.
Okay.
Definitely needs to happen.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you. We don't need luck. We're just better.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll lead you to the rallying arena. This way. And he kind of is taking a side eye at Jed every time the hobgoblin walks around.
He just smiles now. He's totally relaxed now that he's called him a tabaxi. He's like, all right, no worries, man, no worries.
Okay, so I am going to send y'all some stats here.
I get a basilisk. I'm so excited. The chat has decided that Farrell also needs one, but that would be terrifying.
Needs a what?
Things that she doesn't need, that.
Okay,
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys tell me no all the time.
I mean, that is not true.
No,
First it's the mushroom. You wouldn't let me keep the rave mushroom.
I didn't let you.
Not
say it.
you. Not you.
It was your party.
Don't look at me like that. Stop. I wanted the rave mushroom.
that tried to kill us.
I
Everything
wanted
you
it.
want is deadly to us.
Apollo, does this remind you of somebody? Does this remind you of anybody? Does this remind you? of
You know,
anybody?
I don't know. I don't know.
Weird.
That's
Avatar.
Sounds like Amara. It's weird.
Yeah.
What? Where? Who? What? Where?
My druid and your
It
druid.
has to be good. It's just
It's so
across the
weird
board.
that we both took the same background too. How
So
bizarre.
as I am getting these stats for you, the five of you are welcome to chat amongst yourselves as Buckton starts walking you towards the arena.
I'm gonna
Cole,
pull.
you got my DM right.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull Amara to the side. Okay. I have an idea. There are two ideas. There's an idea and then there's a backup idea. Okay. If the first idea works and is within the rules, then it'll be super easy. This will be amazing. But if it doesn't, the fallback idea, all right, is you start out as something small on me. Okay. I can get to the flag. I will grab the flag, and then I'm gonna throw you, and then you're gonna turn into something like a horse, just a horse. It's fine. And then I jump on you, you go, and if anyone gets close, I can just jump off and you can swap again. You see, and then if we ever need to, it's very like we can. I'll let you know. I will let you know, so it's not that. Let's just hope the first idea works.
Are you sure a horse? Like anything else?
Well, I'm a horse or a something else that's fast. That is currently looking at.
Guys, any suggestions?
A giant lizard or a horse?
Can you
Spiders
like
are slow.
turn into the hippogriff or
Oh.
Oh.
maybe a little flappy action?
I will say I don't think Amara at this level can
No.
fly.
I'm
At this level,
Jed has no
Amara
idea
could
though.
definitely only go to like 1/4 CR creatures.
Me, Saf knows that. Jed, empty-headed boy.
Oh, gotcha.
He just believes in her.
Mine
Yeah,
is
she
one
believes
half, but I don't have any flying speed. I think at
Yeah.
the 4th level. Yeah.
I'm just gonna smash things. It's okay. I'm gonna be off my own little realm.
Your
Fair.
owlbear is very cute. Owlbears are precious beans, and I love them.
I am so happy with this owlbear.
I'm so glad. I was surprised when you said you hadn't seen one. They're so cute.
How'd run into one? We've been playing Horror the Dragon Queen.
I know, but still, they're adorable.
Throw in an owlbear, damn it.
Get a fucking owlbear in there, Kev. Goddamn.
They're so cute.
Do your gerb.
I will say, like, Lyris is going to like turn to the party and be like, just for context, like, none of you are actually like scared of like skeletons or things like that, right? Like, it's just like if they're undead. Like, I just want some clarification.
Oh my god, I want 10 of these.
The owlbear.
IRL. Look how big that thing is. That thing is daunting. Like that's not.
They're so cute.
Yeah, but like if you really think about it, that will mess up your day.
They do. Yeah.
They'll throw around some HP. Holy cow!
And then if
Oh,
they
look
have
at
their
my
little
bag.
like cubs around them, it gets real drastic.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Look at my precious bean.
Hey.
But yeah, I just wanted clarification to make sure nobody was like scared of skeletons or anything like that. That was all. Thank you.
No. I'm very brave, as you can tell.
Are you really? Like how brave?
Like on a scale from 1 to like 20, like
Yeah.
He's crazier than I am at sometimes.
5.
I'm
Cool.
gonna go like 6 plus 6.
Cool. I just wanted clarification.
6 when you're with me.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Proficiency bonus.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay, this is Meryl to the party. Do you guys actually have any suggestions of like what
Zebra.
we could turn into?
Zebra.
Mama.
Zebras.
Is it cheetah possible?
Let me look at what CR.
I'm scanning right now.
Would Amara have seen a cheetah?
I don't know.
A goat.
For this one shot, you
Actually,
can turn into anything that has that challenge rating.
So 3.
We aren't cheaters, but Amara's about to be a cheetah.
Oh my god.
Steph, I love you so much.
I'm so sorry about the puns.
No, you're not. Don't you dare.
I'm not. I'm
no,
sorry.
you're not.
But you need to say it again in the Jed voice though, because that would fit that perfectly. Like.
We're not about to be cheaters, but Amara is about to be like a cheetah. Bruce, look at that cute cat. Oh.
She's wet. Hold on, I'll be back in a second.
Oh.
Why is she wet? I will like to say
Are you
the
wet?
cat is so damn cute.
That was literally such a dad move because he instantly held the cat away from him and was like, okay, we have to sort this out now.
We go now.
We got to get the heck out of here.
Why are you wet?
Is there anyone I can talk to about like the rules of the race?
So yeah, Buckton, as you guys are now getting a bit closer to the racing rally point of this fairly old sort of look, imagine like a racing track, but like situated for the Wild West. So again, like kind of bare wooden structure as you're entering into this sort of fairly spacious oval-like structure with no rooftop, sort of going in from the side. He mentions to you, he's like, all right, so when we do these races, we also got a few rules that kind of coincide with being disqualified. Again, break these rules, maybe something will happen with this undead curse, maybe not, I don't know, but I wouldn't recommend it. Rule number 1, once again, willingly leave the field is a disqualification. If you are forced out of bounds, you must return to the field as soon as possible. Flight is limited to 5 feet above the ground. Jumping higher than 5 feet is allowed, but you must land before too long. No teleporting or shifting into another plane of existence. That also gets you disqualified. Murdering or attacking with intent to kill, it's usually a disqualification, earns a ban from all future rallies, but you know what? For this, I think you're good to fuck up the stupid fucking undead thing.
Works for me.
And so otherwise magical effects are allowed.
Correct. Just want to take
Anything-
that.
As long as I'm on the field, I'm not going to another plane of existence or teleporting elsewhere. It's allowed. And I'm not
Correct.
trying to kill anyone.
Yeah,
only-
but for this thing,
And it was you to win, you had to hold the flag or banner for how long?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Oh, you better bet all your money on me, my friend.
Oh, interesting.
All right.
I back you up on that one. I back him up on that one, 100%.
I've
Owlbear.
You're just over there overjoyed with your little owl bear. I'm a big loser. I'm very excited.
Just
Amara, what is the smallest thing you can turn into?
Well, would you have difficulty just carrying me as I am?
She's gonna need to mount you for this to work. Just saying.
Yes, but like, you know, a rat could mount me or a fly could mount me. Can you turn into a fly, Amara? Is that?
You can't fly.
No, a fly, like a or an insect, like a.
Want me to be a bug?
Yes.
Why?
No, then choose a bug without wings. Can you be a cockroach?
Ooh, that has
Like,
wings.
why do you want me so small?
Because I'm gonna pull her off to the side. Because if I were to say become invisible, the only thing visible would be you. And if you are very small and hard to see, no one will see us.
Oh, I like what you're thinking here.
For 30 seconds.
Rat works, or
Jesus.
Too big. Smaller. Spider? Just a regular spider?
I can turn into a giant spider.
No, like a regular one, though. If you're telling me you can't just minimize a big spider?
Oh,
That's the default.
Okay, let me think about it, okay?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
So for 30 seconds in combat time, so a round of combat is roughly like around 30 seconds. Depending, each sort of turn is like 6 seconds, so we can divide that up. But basically, you have to hold it for like an entire round of combat without someone else snatching it from you or knocking off your mount.
I made sure to clarify the rules, Kevin.
I like her, like, yep.
Yeah, I'm very confident in this plan. There's one part of this plan that could go wrong, and I'm confident that I have skills to back it up.
That cat is so cute. Oh my god.
Would Jed be hearing Apollo and Amara talking about this? Or are you like talking
Oh, of course.
quietly?
I would pull Jed into this, yes.
Oh, nice. Sports huddle. Love it. Hey, guys, you ever think about, like, because when you go invisible, do your clothes go invisible and stuff, right? You just stuff Amara, consensually, of course, into your shirt as a bat or something. And then you put the banner inside your shirt.
Well,
like,
okay.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Jed, so the way it works, right? Anything I'm wearing or carrying becomes invisible, including the banner. But another creature.
One rule clarification: you have to hold it up for 30 consecutive seconds while mounted.
So
you have to be riding a mount and holding the flag. So Apollo, you yourself could not hold the flag. Your rider would have to hold it.
I have an idea. I have an idea. Does anyone have? No, we gave. No, we don't have that, but we do. Amara, can you turn anyone else into anything?
You could do opposable thumbs, maybe a monkey.
All right, we could still do this. We could still do this. Amara, if you turn into, I will start off. You're small. I'm carrying you. Boom! I will grab the banner, and then you jump off and turn into a warhorse. I jump on you, and you keep going. Okay, and then I will deal with everything else. Okay.
I could turn it to two things. So, am I me when I'm riding you, or?
No. You want to be as small as possible. You turn into you could be a rat or something that fits in my pocket, whatever. As long as you're small, and then that way you don't hinder my movement. And then once I get there, then you jump out and turn into like a warhorse, right?
Okay, please don't eat me.
So once again, Apollo, the rider has to be able to ride the mount. You cannot place the mouse in your pocket and say, it's riding me. The mouse would have to be like on your head with some sort of reins.
Yeah.
Reins.
I'm
going to be wearing reins.
We'll give like little, like, just, this will be easy. This will be fun.
Okay.
And then it's hot swap. It's quick swap, so it's fine.
So as Buckton is leading you into this sort of wooden oval structure, going past the first double doors, it's completely empty inside. There's a couple makeshift tables, a couple cobwebs. Obviously, no one's been in here since a year prior. And as you're kind of coming sort of past that outlying layer of the structure, you start to see the field come into view. It's about 60 foot by 120 foot stretch of dark dirt. At the far end is a tattered 10 foot tall banner depicting a purple worm. As they've told you before, usually anyone who descends upon this structure and tries to practice or do any kind of race, seemingly undead riders normally just descend upon anyone in the area. But as Buckton's kind of leading you to the outer sort of entrance of the field, he kind of stops from the inside.
All right, so you got everything you need to know to fight the undead mummy people that may descend upon you any minute, okay? You have a good time. Good luck, Bradley. Good luck, Randy. Okay, see you later. Bye. And he just
Thank you, Lotan. You're a real one.
And he kind of runs off a little bit afraid of what might happen. But if you look at Roll20, we've got a nice, tasty little racing map here for you.
Is excited. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
As you kind of come out from one end and you see this flag from the other side just sitting there kind of waving in the wind. It's weird. There's no wind in here, yet it's flapping about. What would you all like to do?
Real quick, you all did confirm that you weren't scared of skeletons or anything like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah,
Lyris is going to drop the disguise. And in an instant, they are no longer a female presenting brown-haired elf, but instead stand in their black and silver outfit, a skull face, black eyes, and skeletal arms across. And they flip up their hood. Cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Okay,
And
and
then they'll
Jed
mount their
jumps.
basilisks.
Like, what?
It's Skeletor!
Yeah.
Right. Just wanted to make sure before I did that. And then they'll mount the basilisk.
So
Radical.
can I start? I'm just gonna go charge for that flag.
Yeah, is this like, are we?
So you've entered this empty space. You know you are supposed to try to entice Tessa, I think their name was, to challenge her to some sort of race, to try to do what you can to break this haunted curse that they seem to have over this race. So you're currently just in this empty arena and it's just winds coming
Could
by.
we like do a team huddle really quick?
Yeah, everyone.
Is it possible to just huddle really quick?
I'll lean down, let the basilisk.
You guys are gonna kill it. I believe in you guys, and I'm here to play quarterback. So whoever needs to get tackled, you just point them at. Like I'll point myself at them. Okay.
Cool.
I'm gonna point
You
at
guys don't know
Amara.
what a quarterback is. Okay.
Yes. You tackle what I point at. Yes.
Yeah. No, keep it. Yeah, we can keep it moving.
You jump on what I point at.
Yeah.
Specifically, me.
Okay, sure.
But-
yeah, just you.
Right.
And I just point at Amara.
Oh no, it's not started yet.
Oh,
like
okay.
we're in the break. Yeah. No, this is just for like the spooky gal. So.
Paul, you do have the lowest AC, right?
And health.
Okay, cool. I'm going to kind of reach down and be like, don't jump so hard next time. And I'll bop you on the head and give you Shield of Faith. Your AC is +2.
Ooh.
I'm gonna entice Tessa, or like I'm just gonna announce it really loudly that I, Arctreon the Hunter, will be the new champion of this race, and I will take my first place prize in this banner home with me. There is no, as I'm like escalating my voice more and more, there is no greater race.
Boop,
Then
and use thaumaturgy to voice your voice 3 times. So,
Yes.
there you go.
Perfect.
All right. So
It's fine.
No, go.
No, that's literally it. I was just gonna basically.
So your voice was boosted 3 times louder.
It's okay. Go ahead, Kevin.
So you say that big, booming, commanding voice, I am the champion racer here. Everyone challenge me, set forth. Did anyone else want to do anything as he's saying this?
I'm gonna kind of pace.
I feel like he's gonna like nod at Arctreon, be like, "Oh, not if I can like get there first, man." And like it's really bad, but he's just trying to like not interrupt Arctreon, but also be like, "No, me, bro." Right, guys?
I'm gonna pace him back and forth, looking offended at what he's saying.
Okay, so Artra, make a persuasion check at advantage.
No need, not 20.
Ooh.
For shits and giggles, I'll write one more time. That would have been a 2.
Oh,
Good.
Jesus.
Good, not 20.
You say those words, and suddenly the whipping of the flag, with no wind around you, starts to kip up and get frantic as it waves about to and fro. And then a slight little sandstorm picks up in front of you. And suddenly the shadows emit a rider sitting atop a flaming mounted nightmare all over. It's hard to look at first as this burst of flame kind of comes through the sandstorm with this mummified being on top of it with this dark leathery duster, big dark leathery cowboy hat as these reins are being taken up, as the mount just neighs into the day, big huge steely hooves hit down the ground for this dark furred horse that has dark bleeding red eyes with blood kind of pouring down from the eyes, this sort of green and nasty mucus kind of dripping from the nightmare horse's mouth as the mummified being looks over to all of you.
You choose to challenge me to this race. You think you are the true champion?
And he looks over to Amara and Apollo. Amara, how are you mounted on Apollo right now? Are you yourself? Are you a mouse?
I'm myself, and I'm gonna be like, you look kind of stinky.
So we are not taking the traditional route. Well, that's good. I'll add in a little flavor of my own.
Uh-oh.
As the dust around her, these mounds of sand start to rise from the ground, and as the beads of sand split apart, 2 skeletons riding 2 skeletal mounts appear beside her as she's just sitting on her mount as it's clambering on the ground. As tots of wrap are falling off of the face, this sort of black and dark blue face underneath the wraps kind of protrude out, these yellow teeth shining in the sunlight.
Well,
You got a little something right there.
You know you have a lover waiting for you in town, right?
He seems great.
You know, I'm sure he would still be in love with you to this day.
He seemed very infatuated.
Cracks open the bottom jaw to be more centered.
let the rally of Rashkar begin.
The flames light up, kipping off the start of the race, everybody. Roll initiative.
Oh, jeez.
As Jed is doing this to himself mostly, he's like, I thought I wasn't scared of, like, the undead, but I'm thinking maybe that was not true.
All right, Scooby and Shaggy over there.
I have no Scooby-Doo. It's just me, Shaggy.
I feel like it's just me, Shaggy.
Kevin, for initiative, does Apollos just roll for the both of us?
Yeah, so it's between the two of you. One of you can choose to roll initiative since you're both amalgamating your mountain player action together.
I rolled a 21.
Ooh.
I mean, I can roll for shits and giggles, but like, that's not gonna beat it. That's not beating it.
Rogues. What's up?
Rogues, man, rogues. All right, let me get mine in here.
I got a crispy 3.
And here I thought I was
Quickby. I got a dirty 20. An adventurer's dirty 20.
I got
Okay.
a 9.
So let me go down the bill here. So 20 to 15.
It
21.
needs 20.
21 and 20.
21.
Oh, that's the same as last time. Apollo and Jed was in that
Yeah,
order.
which works out great for you two. As the other two of us are just
You know-
like, we're good. We'll just.
Bros unite. It's okay. Clerics are supposed to go at the end.
We're just
And-
like in sync.
15 to 10.
Bye.
No. Okay.
Oh,
10 to 5.
9.
9 for Uraz and Arctreon.
3.
3. Okay. And Amara, what did you roll?
She rolled
Dude.
with Apollo.
Yeah, I'm just rolling with Apollo.
Yeah, what did you roll?
A 10.
10. Okay, so if you choose to do something independently, if you want to jump off Apollo and try something, that'll be your initiative to do so. So this initiative is just to signal off sort of running ahead. So we got Apollo, we got Chet, okay. That guy. Getting everything in the right order. Okay. Getting all my stats good and ready.
What is everybody starting music in their heads? Oh, little cat roll.
Currently during Sandstorm. Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, Kevin, you said Sandstorm. I immediately went to Game Grubs, the Darude Sandstorm.
Right?
That is ideal, though.
If copyright wasn't a thing, I would so place Darude right now.
That was just like Tuscan Raider sounds in the background. I want a remix of Darude Sandstorm with Tuscan Raider sounds mixed in. I need this in my life for a reason.
Not to be confused with do 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 do.
All right,
That
so
cat
up
is
top
precious being, and I love them.
with Amara, Kalishtar body sitting on top of Apollo with the legs on top of your shoulders, just holding on to your head. What would you like to do?
Shall
Wait,
I go
so-
first?
Does turning into something count as something separate from him?
So here's the thing. You've got your action, Amara. Your bonus action, you can use one of Apollo's main actions. Kind of dictate between the two of you, kind of like a team thing.
Can I go first and then she can use her action after mine?
So here's the thing. Again, we got to make sure that this is more
How do-
complicated than it needs to be, but I'm going to try to make the best of it. So,
How do
Apollo.
mount rules work?
Apollo, if you want to do an action,
Mhm.
that will be Amara's bonus action.
Okay.
You know what? Actually,
Could have just rode a horse.
What?
I'm going to change this
too
around.
easy.
Actually, I'm going to change this around. Actually, because Amara is your driver. I have to stick to mount rules. We are going off of Amara's initiative because this works just like the rest of them. We're going off of the mount's initiative for them, not their beasts. So Amara, you got a 10. That'll be your initiative to start driving Apollo. But if you two separate, like I said, Amara, if you get off of Apollo, that's where your initiative is as you. Does that make sense?
Mm.
Okay. So, Jed, you are technically first. What would you like to do?
Okie dokie. We're all, and I'm just gonna clarify really quick. The mummies and the skelly babes are over here, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
they are right there.
I think Jed is going to just peel off, and he goes, "Come on, Levine, let's go!" And then pulls out as if he's like gonna I don't know, what is that called? Peel out towards the flag, but instead he takes like a sharp turn and comes over here and is like, whoa, I got turned around, still within the rules. And he is going to bonus action try to horse stomp this skelly boy here as the bonus action.
Gonna try to stomp with the skeleton? Okay.
Yes, that's correct. Oh, alternatively, I would actually... Oh, no, 10 feet of the horse. Gosh dang it, can I... I messed this up already because I already took my movement. Yeah, fine, I done hacked myself. I would like to use combat stomp. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and go with that because I done shreked myself.
All right.
Oh, that's terrible. 8, 9, 10. That is a 10 to hit.
That will miss, unfortunately.
Okay, no problem. And he pulls out his greatsword and goes to slash at the skeleton.
Okay.
That is a 18.
18 will hit. Roll
Okay,
damage.
fantastic.
As you see Jed just peel off on the bright white furred horse, suddenly turns around as the horse skids across, tries to kip up with the hooves at the skeleton before they're able to kind of jettison forward, but the skeleton kind of moves the mount out of the way, and as that moves backwards, you let the horse kind of move forward for you to get a advantage on that strike. What was the damage?
So the damage ends up being 7 points of slashing damage, and he just kind of brings it down in an arcing swoosh as he is winning the horse nearby.
Okay. So as you do that, runs up, smacks the skeleton rider again, smacking the rib cage off. The arm, kind of half of it, the forearm gets snatched off as it tries to wring back the reins. Not completely dead, but you did quite a bit of damage.
Okay, great. That's it for me.
All right. After that, we come to the mummy. And the mummy rider
I'm now reevaluating my life choices.
is gonna run up with its massive nightmare mount right over to Jed. And
good, I'll distract him.
And through its sort of underneath its dark, leathery duster coat, these 3-pronged whip lashes out as smattering of green sort of magic kind of flashes out as it makes a big snap, and it goes to swipe you, Jed.
Miss, get wrecked. Get bent, bro.
And it's going to hit you with its rotting whip.
Ew, I hate that for me and for Jed.
As the sort of leathery hide of the whip comes through you, as you get a closer look, it looks like rotting flesh.
Oh.
Probably
you should get that checked, ma'am. You know, everybody should get that checked. Should go to the doctor. Yes, tell me you
13
missed.
to hit.
You missed!
As it swings wide, is able to just kind of duck out of the way with your trusty steed, but it's going to use its bonus action.
Nice, Vanilla Bean.
For one of the nightmare mount.
No.
Vanilla Bean, so sexy. You're killing it.
I need the nightmare mount, thank you. If I could just steal the horses.
You have a basilisk.
Notice I couldn't collect some more. You know,
you gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all when it comes to creatures like that. It's fine.
It is going to do a flaming stomp, so it rears back after it cracks up the nightmare mount, puts up its flaming hooves, and it's going to do a nightmare stomp on you.
Me or the horse?
On you.
Okay, on me. Okay, I can take it.
Not going to be good. Let me see. It's an 11 to hit.
Get bent, my man, or my gal.
Miguel?
Miguel.
Damn. Okay.
Daniel.
Damn.
Again. Thank you.
So it's kind of currently engaged with you. It doesn't want to consume.
This is like the memeiest game I've played in a while.
Sorry.
Don't you dare apologize.
Welcome to the A team.
Woo!
I'm gonna tell the rest of the Beyond the Realms people. It's like, sorry, you guys. Like they said, they're the A team now. I don't know.
That makes us the B team because we've always been the B team, the BTR team.
The BTR
You
team.
know what? It's gonna try it anyway because the Nightmare Mount's got a lot of speed. It's gonna make a beeline for the flag. Jed, make an opportunity attack.
Yes, good. Okay, I will do this thing. That is a 19 to hit.
Whew, that'll hit. Roll damage.
Yes. Oh my God, Jed loves me. I think Ramira is just the problem.
It's because
Oh.
everybody else is so dramatic.
Hell yeah, that's 13 points of slashing damage. I almost max damaged that.
Damn.
Not on my watch, bro. Lady. Gal.
So as the mummified rider sort of tries to swing you with the whip, you miss out of the way as Vanilla Bean dodges gracefully like a radiant bestial mount and goes in for the whip, misses, goes up for the flaming stomp, flames arise out, but Vanilla Bean also kips up, and it's like their swords are their feet and they're clashing at each other as the Nightmare Mount kind of skids back, not able to make any advance or intimidate you. The mummified being, as it takes a step back, you take out your long sword or short sword, sorry, can't remember. Take out the sword, great sword, and you make a huge sliding slash, and it backs up away from you, and it's startled for a minute as you cut a piece of its coat, sort of one dangling part of the duster clean off, and a big slash at its rib cage as bits of dust and bone kind of fall to the ground, and it and just says like, "This isn't worth it."
Dang it.
You've intimidated it a little bit as it gives this a surprised look that did not expect, and it runs towards.
He's a boyish gleam in his eyes.
But it used its action and bonus action, so it can't pick up the flag as it just kind of positions itself in front of it. Okay, after that are the two skeletons. So, skeleton boy number one, that you crushed most of its ribs, is going to make an attack on you. First with him, and then at the mount. Hit you with the short sword. Wow, these roll low rolls. 9 will miss.
Yeah.
And then with its mount, which is a stomp, I believe. There you are. Okay. Third time's a charm. Wow. 8.
Nope.
You are ducking and
I'm powerful as Jed.
Bobbing and weaving.
dodging everything. The rest of you just seeing Jed single-handedly ride up, challenge the mummified mount rider, and just miss, ting, ting, big huge slice at the mummy's midriff as it takes off, battling the skeletons. Ching, ching. It's just Jed versus the world, and nothing can touch you.
I took a boxing class actually one time, so I'm pretty agile.
As we go to the third skeleton, as it makes an attack with its short bow. Finally, something. That is a 17 to hit.
Me.
So, yep, to you on top of the mount.
So it doesn't hit me.
Oh, the 18, 13. 18 doesn't hit?
Nope.
Oh, shit, sorry.
I'm hella stacked up on armor.
Damn. So it goes over the other skeleton that you're battling. Ting! As you're able to just ricochet it off with your great sword and go back to battling the skeleton. Jed is undeniable in this moment. And with the mount... Oh man, I'm running out of options here. With its mount, it is going to... So many things I have to...
It was funny because the chat earlier was like, Kevin, you don't need to roll on all those nat 20s because then you know what happens. You waste them. And I'm just like, nah, the chat was correct.
You know what? As you're ricocheting all these amazing Jedi-like movements, Jed, the horse of the second skeleton, it rears up and this terrifying squealing neigh comes out
of the warhorse as it does one of its features, Battle Neigh, which is going to allow its adversaries to gain some hit points. Allied creatures within 10 feet of the horse that can hear it gain 2d6 temporary hit points. Each enemy within 10 feet of the horse that can hear it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
For sure. No doubt. Oh, that's a 21?
21. So as that neighing kind of emanates from the horse, the rest of you reverberates in your ears, and it is painful and shocking and just quite disturbing, to say the least. But Jed, you're taking on all these beings by yourself, shrugging it off. Not today, bro! And you're just going hard. But you see the skeleton start to, its bones start to regrow from the reverberance of the neigh as its arm comes back. It regained 12 temporary HP.
Whoa, that was top notch.
Okay. So that was action, bonus action. It is also going to move. And what is the horse's movement? It is 60. As it too makes a beeline next to the mummified lord. Okay. After all that, we come to Amara.
Would I not get an attack of opportunity on it?
Oh, it went wide.
Okay, just making sure. Double check.
Yeah, if it was here, I would have made sure it didn't go past you.
Yeah, no worries.
But now we come to Amara, currently riding Apollo, ready to take aim. You just see Jed just launch off and just start getting right into the fray, handling themselves very, very well. But what would you like to do?
All right, Apollo, it's all you. You tell me the plan.
This is going to require some very specific, because this is...
I'm sure it will.
Yep. So I have a free action, that just a racial ability that is my feline agility. I'm assuming I'll be able to use that as a free action, to just once per combat do this, which is double speed, which give me 60 feet.
So that's an action that's a feature that you enable, or can you always just move 60 feet?
It's a racial ability that allows me to double my movement speed once per combat, as a free action until I move 0 feet on one turn, and then it refreshes. But it's a free action that I can just...
Okay. So we'll say that's a feature as a mount.
It's weird because I am a mount now. And the other question I had, just clarification, if I were to attack and my sneak attack rules would go through, would my attack get sneak attack?
Pardon me, say that again?
If I attack as an action, which would be Amara's bonus action, I would still get sneak attack if those rules applied. If the sneak attack, rule set applied to that, to the specific attack.
The sneak attack, so being that if you have an ally within 5 feet, and if they don't see you,
they can see me. If I have an ally within 5 feet, which would be Amara because she's on top of me, and I attack, which would be Amara's bonus action, but my action, this is very complicated.
You're basically, because she's within 5 feet of you, when you attack, can you get sneak attack? That's what you're asking.
Well, that, and yeah, just as a mount, can I still get sneak attack with my attack, which would still be my action and still classify in the classic sneak attack rule set. It's
fucking sure.
Amara's
Move on. Let's go.
Didn't expect this, did you? I'm throwing curveballs left and right.
I will say, though, as a mount, to sneak attack, I will say, because we're doing this kind of off the cuff, to enable sneak attack, I'm going to say sneak attack is a mount ability. So it would be bonus action to use a slash of your scimitar. To enable to get sneak attack, that will use up Amara's action. How about that?
and it just caused movement to get off of me. So Amara could technically just use her movement to get down from being mounted on me, and then I could take my full turn, and then she could use her movement to get back on. Would that work?
How about this?
Am I being too cheeky?
Do whatever the fuck you're gonna do, Cole, and I'll fucking tell you if it works or not. How about that?
Amara,
None of this, like, what if I do that? It doesn't work. Fucking find out and see what happens.
go, Amara. Let us run.
So you are currently on Apollo's shoulders.
Amara's the brain.
Yes. And we're just gonna go ahead, like straight to that mummy lady.
All right, Apollo, roll a strength saving throw to hold Amara on your fucking shoulders to move forward. There is a DC involved. It is high.
No.
I mean, for me, that was really good. 15.
That is exactly what you needed to move forward.
That's
So,
like perfect. That's as good as
As the two of you, as Jed is taking on the mummy and the two skeletons by themselves, the two of you are like, well, what do we do? Well, if you go up, and we go here, and then we go sneak attack. We're like, but no, if you go around and go there, and Archeon and Loraz are just like looking at you two, and it's like, and like, okay, no, just go. Ah! You just smack on Apollo's head, and you just start to jettison forward.
Woo!
So,
Okay.
where would you like to go?
Is this good enough for you or closer?
I have 60 feet, so you can get right up there.
Okay. All right. Lovely.
So, Apollo, we'll put you just here, and Amara's token will represent the both of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Amara, you've gotten right up close to that flaming mount. Would you like to hit the mummy or the mount? You got a choice. You can hit one or the other.
My brain, my brain cell is working really hard. Apollo.
Bonus action, I can attack. Just regular. Or we could, we have a little bit extra movement. We could grab that flag, technically, if you wanted to do that.
Yes. Wait. So I can grab the flag, you hit them, and then we're gonna yeet skeet.
I don't know how much I don't know how much we can yeet skeet after that. But before that should work.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the flag.
All right, so you use your action to sort of run up behind him, pick up the flag, and then Apollo, you're gonna use she's gonna use her bonus action for one of your attacks.
I think.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
That looks like what's happening. Okay,
And
so
then you're gonna stab.
You're gonna attack the mummy or the mount?
I'm looking at Amara. Mummy?
Mummy.
Stab mummy.
Okay, make an attack roll against the mummy.
Just roll it on there. Natural one.
Oh, jeez.
You go up, goes wide as the burning sort of nightmare mount goes to kind of hit you. You as Apollo is just running with Amara on your back, and you're able to kind of baseball slide past them as the mummy tries to whip you with the whip. Baseball slide underneath. Amara grabs the flag, and you're able to sort of stand back up, and you go kind of sort of hit wide when you baseball slide in, but it does not hit. So the two of you are currently there, flag in hand.
We have 15 feet of movement.
Well, you got there. You got 60. It was like 45 to get here.
It was 40.
40, right? You got there.
To get to
And
the
if
side.
you leave the mummy's field of, like, it's going to get opportunity attack if you leave that part.
I'm just reminding Amara.
What do you think?
It's up to you.
Captain, my captain.
You can take more hits than me.
I can. Say less, brother. And
Do it.
then,
Let's
okay,
go.
we're moving. We're moving.
We got this.
Okay, as you move out of the way, the Nightmare Mount takes out its whip and is going to hit Apollo instead,
No.
taking out the very agile mount that is doing crazy shit right now.
You have a +2 to your AC.
I
Keep
do.
in mind.
I do. I have it written down.
Okay. Let me bring this back up. Okay, going for the whip hit. Come on. Natural 19 when it counts, ladies and gents.
I'm upset.
I was worried my awful streak was going to keep continuing. Okay. You, Apollo, are going to take some damage. Just got to open up this dice bag here for a minute.
Did I get a short rest in between the fight earlier and now?
You guys didn't specify.
I hate how happy Kevin is. He's like, just gotta open up the little dice bag.
I expected, I like throwing curveballs his way, and I was like, a player riding another player. That's a curveball.
The ultimate curveball.
So
All right,
happy
so-
with this.
I was kind of hoping the bad streak would continue, considering you crit on me 3 times last Monday.
It was
Yeah.
pretty great.
Um,
Pretty great. Okay, so Apollo, you're going to take 7 points of slashing plus.
Of course.
Naturally.
What? Fuck. 2 1s and a 4. Fuck you. 6 points of necrotic, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Aw, man.
Just one after another on me. So that's what, 13 total?
Yes.
Okay, plus Constitution saving throw. I'm not looking too good. 2.
2. You are cursed with mummy rot. As he starts to whoosh, that whipping of the weapon slashes against your skin and starts to burn and singe and like gross dark green outline of these like 3-pronged whips hitting your skin, and then the skin around starts to decay and just like turn to ash on the outside. So the cursed target cannot regain hit points, and your hit point maximum decreases by 10 every 24 hours, so that won't really matter here. You cannot regain hit points currently until if someone has some healing and may be able to work. You're not really too sure. But as that happens and the mount gets whipped, Amara, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Apollo didn't.
Natural 20.
Oh, hanging on.
Didn't Laraz give you like 2 points on shield or something like that?
On the AC.
on AC, but Kevin rolled a 19.
So one above what I have.
Sorry.
Unfortunately.
All right. So you got whipped, it hurt, staggered. Amara's still hanging on. You're all good there with the flag currently in hand. Okay. Anything else? I think that's all you can do. Okay, going over to Lyraz.
Cool. Great. Let's
So we are currently on the 30-second clock. So
Yes.
Amara, if you can hold the flag pretty much till it comes back to you in the combat round, you will have won.
Oh, okay, help us! Help us!
Lyras is
Get
not
back.
so worried about the flag and is more worried about the haunted thing, because honestly it's kind of an atrocity to her god. And let's see, how much movement does my lovely lizard boy have? He has 25 feet. Is that it? Wow. Oh no, it's 60. No. On speed 25 feet. What? Basculus, what you doing, buddy? Why do you have so slow?
You should look at all the other things it can do, though.
I see all the other things it can do. I just don't like that. So I was like, that's fine. All right, whatever. We'll just move the each square is 5 feet. Yes. 5,
Yes.
10, 15, 20, 25. Right there. So we'll stop right there. And then I am going to use, actually, I'm going to cast my spiritual weapon.
All right.
So,
What does the spiritual weapon look like? Let me tell you.
let me tell you, because Lyras is going to cast their spiritual weapon and say, to my Lord Merkel, death is supposed to be natural. And then we'll cast with dark energy a black and silver scythe to its full extent as she just reaches out her hands and then will cast it. And then bonus action, I'm going to hit the lovely lady herself.
Okay, trying to find a scythe here. A little scythe token for you. There you go. That'll be your scythe token there.
Thank you. I need control over it.
I will give you control.
I should also mention that Lyra's is still like a very skeletal like face and everything else with like very skeletal fingers.
That's true, still in your skeletal form.
Yeah,
the scythe is beside you?
This is Lyra's normal form.
Correct.
The elf is their disguise.
So move the scythe where you need to.
Up. I'm gonna move it right there. I'm going to attempt to hit our
And the mummy or the mount?
the mummy.
The mummy. Okay.
So I am going to attempt to hit with a spiritual weapon with my lovely death scythe.
I will make slight mention of this. If these horses, these mounts keep doing those war neighs, they can just heal themselves.
This is true.
So
That is true.
going forth, attacking these creatures that do not repair the rider.
Let's see. That is a good point. Let me look here. Hold on.
Can we knock a
They'll just keep healing, and then it's just a cycle.
That's true. I'm gonna attack the mount. I'm gonna attempt to hit the mount in the head.
So you're going to hit its nightmare mount.
I am.
Okay. The
Bonk.
flaming
That is a 19 to hit.
19. Will hit. Roll damage.
Woo! So it's gonna be 1d8 plus 4. That is going to be 10 damage.
10 damage to the nightmare.
I apologize if you can hear the cat running around with the toy. He found a nail polish bottle and is pushing it around.
Skittering around.
Yeah, he
on my
is.
lap. See if I can back up enough.
Okay. Getting the nightmare mount on here.
I know. Yeah, I don't know where he found the nail polish bottle, but he's just pushing it around.
All right. How much damage did you do?
10.
Okay.
And that's force damage if it matters.
All right, force damage. So you go up to the nightmare mount as you sort of jettison forward with that scythe, make it come forward with that black sort of ethereal energy being put into being, and this scythe just digs right into the upper carus of the nightmare mount, reaves up, the flames grow brighter, and you get like a third of the scythe in there, and then you just raise your hand up and rake it across the underbelly as this black liquid kind of oozes out. It was a big hit.
Oh, well, good. I think that's just a final thing. Lyra's will just kind of say, none can outrun death. You may want to just give up now.
Ooh.
Apollo's looking around, like forgetting briefly that which undead is on our side.
The one on the lizard is on your side.
Okay, so good job there. Okay. After that, we are going to come to Arctreon.
Come, Bradley.
How much movement?
As you're riding this like 12-foot tall, brown, rotund owl bear, sitting atop of the back of its neck, its furry feathers whistling around.
I am going to. Yeah, I'm gonna use the movement right there.
Actually, because you are so loving this owl bear, I'm gonna put that there for you to use.
So good. It's so good, Bradley.
Wait, Aiden, how far can you move?
Like, not far enough to get to those guys without doubling my movement. I don't want to waste that because I just would rather destroy this dude over here.
I would
So
rather
got
you
you
put
there.
your body between us. I'm just saying.
What? You'll be fine.
I got it. Don't you
We're
worry.
We're fine.
I got it.
You guys are fine. Lyra's
I
is
just-
over
you know
here
what?
hitting Nightmare
You know
Mouth.
what?
It's okay.
You know what? You know what? No, I'll be right here.
Yes.
And do I have any ranged weapons here?
I trust Jed and Ark with my
No.
life.
But you know what I will do as my bonus action? I will rage.
On your owlbear.
As you're riding majestically on your owlbear, the muscles underneath your armor, your shoulder pad, the fur just bulge and veins pop out as Arcturion's size kind of grows a couple feet larger all around. The mane on the back props up, flared out.
So obviously, like, I was here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. No, so I would have to do bonus action for that. I cannot attack right now, can I not?
So your movement, you've done that. You use your action to rage or bonus action?
Bonus action. Well,
Yeah, so you yourself still have an action to attack.
I'm gonna huck a light hammer at the mummies. The horse is still alive, right?
The horse underneath it, yeah, the skeletal mount it's riding.
I'm gonna huck my light hammer at that.
Okay.
Going, 9. I missed.
9 to hit.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, still getting used to the owlbear reins and his huge size as you just get amped up for running. But you're pretty high up in the air. You kind of throw down low, but you're coming down on top of the mount and it just kind of moves out of the way. It's like, just ricochets off the ground and does not meet the horse, unfortunately. Anything else?
No, I don't think I can ready attack. I don't think I can do anything like
Nah,
that.
you've used your action, your bonus action,
Yep.
so you're just kind of
That.
situated there for now.
Basically facing them and then just waiting.
Okay. So after that, we come to the top of the round with Jed.
Righteous. I'm gonna go ahead and swing my greatsword at the horse.
At this
The
one's
skelly
horse.
Yes,
Okay.
the skelly horse.
Make your attack.
That sucks. That's a 10.
10 will miss, unfortunately, as your greatsword comes out. The skeleton getting kind of careened by all sides. Pulls back in the reins and is just trying to get away from you guys.
No doubt. And I'm going to use my bonus action to do a war charge. And
Okay.
at this point, the horse gains resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. I also don't provoke any opportunity of attacks when I move out of the enemy's reach. Yeah, all that good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and have the Skelly Boy roll a DC 12. Let's see. Okay. Actually, plus, hang on. What is my proficiency on this? Is it my proficiency or the steed's proficiency?
So the
I think
steed.
it's mine.
Yeah, so it's plus, if it says PB, it's whatever is plus your proficiency.
Okay, great. So 2. So 14 DC, please. And
So you're
strength.
trying to knock it off.
I'm really just charging the other steed. So it's like horse chest to horse chest.
Oh, so you're charging the other skeletal mount?
Right? Is that? Oh, no. So it's just the skeleton here?
So he's riding a horse.
Right, yeah. So I'm having my horse charge the other horse.
Correct.
So
Okay.
yeah.
He
he has to make a 14 strength save.
So for that charge, I believe you have to get kind of a running start, but you would be able to.
I will use my sorry, I didn't see that in the description. So I will use however much I have to back up and
Okay.
smash.
If you back away, we'll get an opportunity attack on you.
Even though by using war charge, it gives
So-
me the ability
So,
to.
so you have to get a running charge in order to get
That's
that
fine.
ability
I'll
going.
take that. Yeah, I'll take that.
So yeah, it's gonna get a hit on you as you move away there because you have to be able to get the running start for the charge to
Sure.
effect. But with my rolls, probably not gonna hurt you.
Yeah, get into it.
Well, 18.
Nope.
Fuck.
One off. He's
Damn
a
it.
sturdy boy.
Got a 14 plus 4, so hit swings wide as you start to back up.
Okay, awesome. And please make that strength save then, as I'm going to back up and then charge.
2.
Nice. So you are going to take 2d8 plus 4, which is crisp. That is going to be 12 points of damage, and then also be knocked prone as well. So
My life.
sit down. Thank you.
My back.
He goes, have a seat, okay?
Have a seat, bro.
And that's it for me.
All right, good turn there. So it was how much damage again to the skeleton?
12.
Oh. As it smashes to the ground as you come in with Vanilla Bean. Huge smash with your greatsword as it kind of goes up to defend itself with its own sword. You just smash it to pieces. Falls on the ground, no legs, half the ribs missing, one arm off, one arm down on the ground, just stuck there. As its hand, almost independently working from its body, goes. So it's crawling
Mummy.
Across the sand to try to reach its sword. It's got 1 HP left.
Dang it. This is the scene from The Mummy, literally, where he tries to grab the sword. Actually, The Mummy 2.
Radical Jed!
Thanks, Apollo. I appreciate you, man.
And now I'm going to roll initiative for the horse. Now that is separate from the rider. Okay. So with that, anything else, Jed?
That is it for me.
All right, good turn there. Smacking up a skeleton off its skeletal mount. We come over to our baddies here, the mummy and the other skeleton, as they, for sure, get in line.
Coward.
Undead beasts. Line themselves right into Amara here.
Spiritual weapon get attack of opportunity?
As long as they move around that 5 feet.
No, the spiritual weapon, not arc.
I don't believe spiritual weapons get opportunity attacks.
No, unfortunately.
They sadly do not.
A creature.
Unfortunately.
All right.
Mars is gonna be like, hit me, do it.
So it's gonna make 2 attacks. First, it's gonna, as it stares down at you with its hat, its leather-brimmed hat, kind of bouncing off the light. It just looks up at you, Amara, and its eyes start to flame up. Its irises grow dark yellow. It's gonna use its dreadful glare on you. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, okay. $23.
Jesus, what was the roll?
19, but I have a +4 on wisdom.
Good Lord. Okay. So nothing happens to you, but it is going. You just shrug it off as the glare kind of looks down at you. You just, something bad's gonna happen. You just keep smacking Apollo beside the head with you're holding the flag in one hand. As the mummy is going to hit you with the whip. Whip attack. Amara. Fucking damn it. 8. Not gonna hit.
Whoa!
Swings wide as Apollo is holding you, going using his speed and dexterity just to move around, so the whip doesn't hit you.
From the face.
Bleeding from the face, but that is its action to do both of those. It gets a dreading glare and an attack with the whip. It'll use its bonus action to try to attack you with the mount. And with my luck, it's probably not gonna go very well. I have so many tabs up on my screen right now. It's insane.
Go away, Discord. Okay. Flaming Stomp. Here we go. Against you again, Mara. Natural 19. Thank the fucking gods. So that's a 23 to hit. That'll hit. So with this Flaming Stomp, Mara, you're going to take 2d6 bludgeoning, which is going to be 11, 15 points of bludgeoning, plus a d6 of fire, 5 points of fire damage. And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Show me the money. 17.
17.
She doesn't
Just
get any sort of advantage because she's right next to me getting attacked, right?
no, unfortunately not. But as it happens, the mount again hits you with 2 flaming stomps. You're just holding up the flag, almost falling off, and Apollo just holding on to your leg. Just hang on! Just almost falling backward, but able to like hold onto your legs and flip you forward. Hanging on to that goddamn flag. But as the other skeleton comes forth, seeing the mummy kind of taking you on, not be able to hit you off, gonna make some attacks against Apollo. So Apollo, you're gonna get a short sword attack. Fucking damn it! I hate everyone. That's a 7, gonna miss. And I didn't think this was. All right, and bonus action. Where's that fucking mount? Yeah, combat stomp against you, Apollo. Where's the goddamn Sauron die? Why am I not using it?
Whoa, Kevin, let's be.
You don't have to.
Let's be
No, I
civil
betrayed
here.
me, Estelle!
Yes.
Hey,
Apollo shall live.
I
Maybe
got you. It's okay. You'll be fine.
a brisk wind might knock me over. I don't know.
Please.
I believe
It's
that
okay.
is
I have
an 8.
Spare the Dying, so if you go down, I can stabilize.
Miss, as these 2 mounts are just trying to get at you, mummies and skeletons. Apollo's speed and Amara's just sheer will not to give up in competition, holding on to the flag. God damn it.
Speed. I am speed. 1 winner. 42 losers.
Now you two with a little bit of rusties and an insane amount of luck.
You look
We're
like
actually
me.
we're the Scooby-Doo gang.
All right, that's them. And then after them is the single skeleton with 1 arm crawling on the ground, who's just going to move over to Jed
Step on him.
and make a swipe at your mount.
Do your worst,
Then
little
all
man. Do your worst, little man. No, not against my horse, though. Your fight is with me.
Oh my god, now I get a natural 17. God damn
Oh, come on. Yeah, that hits my poor wee lad.
it. 21 to hit, d6 of piercing, 7 points of piercing.
He's
As
still
this
up.
rusty little short sword just sort of smacks against the hoof of your mount as a little neigh
Fine.
comes up and just sort of notice it beside you.
Not cool. Not cool.
All right, so that'll be a skeleton's turn. Now we come to Amara.
Did I win yet?
Full round.
Did we win yet?
As you're holding the flag in your hand for the full 30 seconds, holding your hand as these mummies and this skeleton and these undead mounts, the one kind of creepy one-armed skeleton hitting at the hooves of the horse. Sort of
I didn't get
starts to
kill it.
turn to dust and dissipate into the ground. Skeleton on the skeletal horse mount.
the skeletal form underneath just buckles from the horse, and its legs just start to break. The skeleton scatters across the ground. And all you have left, as the rest of the mounts turn to dust, is this mummified creature on top of a flaming nightmare horse. As the mummy with the whip just sort of staves off the attack, as Amara and Apollo, you're kind of like weaving around, and it kind of just stops. What am I doing? Oh. And it starts to sort of back off. Who are you people? Where am I? And it's just addressing all of you.
You want to go see your lover?
What?
Big orc fellow. He's got a tooth.
Again, a paw right over this.
I'm champion! Woo!
My arm just falls off.
Nice.
Oh, I guess I should help you. Hold on. Lyra's will demount her lovely basilisk. Stay, like, scritch. We'll walk over to Apollo and, like, bop him on the forehead and use lesser restoration.
Also, Jed's gonna be like, hey, Miss Lady, you've been, like, causing hella terror on everybody simply because you were a sore loser. And I get it. Like, it's really hard to lose, but, like, sometimes we just need to let those things go. You know what I'm saying?
Looks like the true monsters are the ones within us.
Pull off her mask.
Lyra's standing there like, am I a joke to you?
Old man Withers.
You're the one who's been committing insurance fraud.
Yeah.
Do you not know where you are?
I won. There were people trying to hurt me, this place. I didn't want them to hurt anyone else. It's protecting the sanctity of the rally.
That's okay. Well, I won now, so I will protect the sanctity of this rally, and I think that you would be really happy and you can move on if you go see that one man. He really loves you, you know.
Definitely not a man.
Okay, well, you know, I think that maybe if you give him a big ol' smooch, I think he'll be able to ascend.
His name rhymed with Chewbacca. I'm forgetting.
And you hear this voice emanate behind you from the entrance of the arena. It was Chew-Ratha. As that hulking orc bartender, still with the leather smock on, starts to enter into the raceway.
Right, yeah, that one.
He has loved you 5 ever.
Tessa. Dash. It's me. Chew-Ratha. Is that you in there? Did they break the curse?
And as the mummy on the flaming mount, still wreathed in flame, is just kind of turns around, that black duster coat, that big brimmed hat with the wraps still on her, with that sort of moist, dark purplish, rotting flesh underneath. Was that my name? Tessa. And as Chew-Ratha kind of slowly moves forward, arms stretched out. You're
You're still as beautiful as the first day I ever saw you, Tessa.
Sorry. Sorry.
Not a day has changed.
That can't be true on all counts.
It gets closer and closer.
Is she
as
gonna
he
cut
gets
his head
closer
off?
down.
It's fine, Tess. The race is over. There's a new champion now.
As Amara is just holding the flag on top of Apollo's. Actually, Apollo, roll me a strength saving throw really quick.
Is this mummy about to cut off this man's head?
It's a loving, embracing moment.
Nat 1.
It's like my fourth one.
As he gestures over to the new champion, Amara, you go, ah! You just fall off his shoulders and smack on the ground. You take a D6 of damage, D6 bludgeoning damage as you smack on your head on a rock down on the ground, holding the flag still in your hand. He's just like, I still got it.
I would have died had that down with you.
5 HP, baby.
As Chu-Ratha kind of goes close to the Nightmare Mount, and Nightmare Mount starts to kind of raises its hooves, still very wary and a bit hasty for any human contact. Chu-Ratha still with his hands out.
Please, you guys, tell her. Tell her it's okay to move on.
It's okay to move on.
Yeah, it's wicked okay.
If
Oh,
you don't, I'm gonna have to kill you.
No. Lyra's.
Lyra's,
No.
maybe leave that for later, bro.
Oh, delicate situation. Got it. Yeah, you should move on.
Bedside manner.
Oh God. Okay, I don't normally have that. Okay.
You're a doctor.
Facts.
No, I'm a gravekeeper.
It's over.
Same thing.
Race is over. New champion. You can move on. The dust has been settled.
And as Tessa's sort of her consciousness is sort of slowly coming back, holding the reins,
I can leave.
and looks to you, Arcturion.
I don't know anything else. What's waiting on the other side of this is my purpose.
It's better. It's better there.
And as she's talking to Arcturion, what does Arcturion say back?
That is the beauty of life. Is not knowing what is after, leaving nothing behind but memories.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy. Put me on the spot.
Apollo's just crying, just full on.
Oh, I got a 5.
5. As you give that speech, Tess on the reins.
This is who I am. I know nothing else. Nothing else.
And she's just kind of like standing upright again as Chu-Ratha goes to you and says,
Please, help me out here, someone.
does anyone else want to try to convince Tessa to move on?
I will.
Okay, Jed?
He's gonna get off of his horse.
Mm-hmm.
And Tessa, sometimes like life is like a really big wave, and that wave will knock you down. Dang, and you're killing me. That wave will just like tumble you and knock you down, you know what I'm saying? And you said like you didn't want to hurt anybody anymore, and like I think you're that wave, and sometimes that wave just rests on shore, and now it's time to go, you know what I mean? And you'll come back like in a different way, maybe in a gentler way.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Just drop down and whoop-ha. Smack down, smack the lip.
No, what the fuck? That was
Not convince this woman to stop.
it was
being
a 7. She's never seen the ocean before. She has no idea what I'm talking about.
You're exactly correct. As she kind of holds the reins, her body posture that was kind of slumping before starts to get sturdier, more stout, like when you first saw her come into being. The flames of the mount getting larger.
Okay.
Never
Okay.
Seen the ocean before.
Does anyone want to make one final attempt?
I probably should. Stepping forward,
I'm gonna, as Apollo walks up, I'll just like bop him on the head and cast guidance.
Okay.
As you do not have to have seen the ocean to imagine its beauty anymore. Merely look upon Chewbacca here and witness the beauty of a lover. And then go into the afterlife and wait for him. And you hold on to that memory until he joins you. And you may live forever immortals together. Elsewhere.
Make a persuasion check.
Please, for the love of God.
Plus a D4. Oh, plus a D4, right?
Yeah, plus a D4.
That's going to be a natural 20 plus 4 plus 7. That means
Chewbacca!
that's a 31.
31. Oh,
So as you say that with a natural 20, True Wrath looks at you and goes, "It's True Wrath. Oh, God damn, it's not that fun." He speaks true, Des. Come back to me. And he slowly approaches, and she's just like pulling the reins back and is a little unsteady. Let me show you what he means. Please. And he kind of puts his hand up to this mummified dark avenger on this black stallion wreathed in flame, and he puts his hands out. And she's kind of rearing it back, and his orc hand starts to go into the flames. Just holding it steady as his flesh starts to get burned. I'm not stopping. This hurts quite a lot, Des. And just holds his hand up, and she, kind of taken back from that gesture, puts her hand out with that black leather coat that's covering her mummified hand, touches his, and through the flame, as they touch, the flames douse around them. As the skin around her skeletal, rotting hand suddenly becomes flesh once more. And he takes her down from the mount, takes in the other hand, and her other mummified hand wreathes to flesh. And he starts to take off the leather duster hat from the ground. And his hulking form, to her, they're not quite at height level. She's a bit shorter than him. He takes her hand, starts unwrapping her face. And the wraps kind of fall down, and it's this gross, moist, pussing, half-rotting skin that's purple and black and like half the...
This took a turn.
Yeah, way to ruin this.
And
we're like,
just looks in her eyes
Oh my god.
and says, "Come back to me, Days. Come back to me."
Oh man.
And pulls her rotting head
No,
in
Kevin.
for a kiss. And as the lips touch, this radiant glow
Damn.
starts to flush against the rotting skin of the head and
Sure.
becomes flesh
Sure.
once more. And you see a humanoid, womanly face staring back as her whole body turns back to flesh once more. And the horse behind, the flames douse down back to a normal steed. I know there are things being said, and I'm not reading.
I just said it's Shrek. It's really Shrek. He's big, he's green, and he's...
When you make up a one-shot in 45 minutes. And she becomes herself once more. And the horse no longer wreathed in flame. The eyes go no longer red, just a perfect picture of a black stallion. The two of them embrace, pull apart. And Tess looks behind, and she's just this gorgeous, very elegant looking person. Long flowing hair.
Far out.
She looks back at all of you.
gross.
Thank you. Thank you all. I think
for one last ride. Ain't you? Let's go, honey. And he helps her on top of the mount as he gets on the back. See you in the next life. What should I call you again? Looks up at all of you.
Hired.
Awesome.
The A team.
Plus.
Plus Liraz and Jed over here. Jed, come here. Jed, come here, buddy.
Oh, hey, I fist bump you and give you a pool of healing from my paladin pool. And
You can call us friends.
Hired A team with Jeb friends.
Or you could call us the lovers because we brought you guys together.
Oh my god.
I hate that.
Hired A team with Jed friends lovers. It's complicated, but I dig it.
As they ride off into the sunset.
With that, actually, as we close out this very put together one shot, Arctreon, or should I say, Shez Aiden, in your most perfect Sam Elliott voiceover, as they do indeed ride off out of the racing area, and just sort of at the end of the racing area, this sort of this sort of beam of radiant light, this sphere is kind of shining at the other end of the racetrack, and they are running towards it. What narration do we say to close off this one shot?
Love sure has no bounds and no limitations. Love is like a race. They're winners and they're losers. God bless the winners.
And with that, the sun begins to set as the music starts to play and the credits roll. And that was the rally at Rakshasa!
Somewhere. Rashkar.
Rashkar, yep.
NASCAR.
That's my wake-up alarm.
Oh, wow. That was
Yeah, so there you go, everyone. That was a very quick put together one shot from yours
so much
truly.
amazing.
Thank you. And that put perfectly with the 4-hour time limit. So thank you all so much for watching us today. Thank you to the players for joining me. Thank you to Ivy and Saf for jumping in literally like a half hour before we had to stream, for making this happen. We didn't want to waste another week from this awesome group. So happy that everyone was down for a fun little out of the box one shot. Once again, rally at Rashkar. If you want to maybe run this for your own needs,
Please
one
do.
shots, whatever,
Please do.
go over to the MCDM Patreon, find the Arcadia D&D magazines. They are fantastic. So go check them out. Hope you guys had fun. Literally put that together like an hour before we had to stream, and thought a Shrek ending was perfect. So
I'm keeping my lizard.
and I am so going to take that narration, Aiden, and going to like put it over an actual like animatic, because that's so good.
That is
Bro,
perfect.
I'll record it for you and you can like play it.
Yes.
With, like ambient music.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I just want that for like my wake up alarm. Like, I want to hear
You know
that
what?
every
That
morning.
actually would be good.
Cole, get up for work.
Oh my god.
Well, thank you so much, everybody. Tune in this Monday and Tuesday on the Dicecream Twitch channel. We've got the continuing adventures of Beyond the Realms, our homebrew campaign that's going to have a live session at Gen Con this year. So you're going to want to keep tabs on where we are on the story when that comes to fruition.
Roommate combat on Monday. So
And then Tuesday, we've got our bi-weekly campaign DM'd by the great co-creator of the channel, Jody Rose. And we're getting into some crazy fucking demonic fighting as well, where I am a player playing my long-running PC Liz Paul of the Triton race.
We do.
But anyway, everyone, stay safe. Keep washing your hands because it's a good idea. We'll see you on Monday. Until next time, see you at fucking Gen Con, people. Bye-bye.